Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another Santi Smog episode. It's been a while, you know. Good one day. Streamed on Friday, right? Yeah, that was a pretty long stream. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. That's right, we've got session 2 of our Voidwalk campaign coming right up, starting at 1 p.m. EST. I think. Yeah, we got people in the chat, in the voice chat, ready to go, so we'll probably join them in just a hot second. We'll likely recap the story of the previous session once the episode starts, so no need to worry about that there. One thing I'm worrying about is I'm checking my character sheet on Roll20, and I don't know if I ever input data on there, but all of it got erased somehow. Luckily, I mainly use my D&D Beyond character sheet, which you can see through the integration app that we've got on there, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, I think that'll be fine. I just need to really get things settled when it comes down to my Steel Defender. That thing's information is necessary. Hell, I'll probably just have it on a separate tab. Let's see, D&D Beyond Steel Defender. There we go. Perfect. All right. If I have this, I can easily read it and I don't have to search for it anywhere. Beautiful. But I hope everyone's having a good time. I'm excited to get to play. It's a role play. We will be down one player, unfortunately, but that's honestly kind of normal for D&D, where, you know, things just kind of happen and you can't gather everybody all at once. It's unfortunate. Oh, I have the perfect song for this cavern. Let's do Hades. Now, which song is it? Let's see. Styx. I think it's the Styx theme. Alpha Styx. Yeah, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Something like that. Ooh, and we'll use this when we get to combat. I'll take it. Hell yeah. Alright. I've got our combat music, and I've got our adventuring music. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, perfect. Why you're not playing Elden Ring? I don't have the, what's it called? Preview code, nor have I been interested in it. I'm just waiting until the game actually comes out. What's wrong, Flair? Is literally every other streamer that you watch playing Elden Ring? Is that what's going on? You know me, Flair. I'd rather be playing Darkest Dungeon right now. Not to say that D&D isn't great, but Darkest Dungeon though? Come on, have you played it? I sure have, for 107.9 hours. And still going. But hi, Flair, how are you? I hope you'll enjoy today's campaign, if you stick around to it. Alright, I need to show D&D capture. Perfect. You know what? Let's just transition and go talk to our friends. I'm gonna go join in. Stream has started. Doing voice chat in a minute. Stream has started. Alright, yeah, just to let them know. I'll unfollow everyone who is now playing Elden. Yeah, okay. I'll just unmod everyone who doesn't watch me because they're watching Elden Ring. Easy. What? Are you excited for Elden Ring? Is it hyping you up? You suck? What do you mean you suck? Didn't you play Dark Souls 3 with us at some point? I feel like you did. I guess I haven't really seen you play those types of games. It might be fun. Alright, I'm joining in.
Mega.
Hello.
Hello. This man Smog comes in.
Hello. Hey guys. What's up? This is the voice I use for streaming. Nobody gets tired of it.
Sundays is for streaming.
As long as there's D&D.
D&D.
Yeah.
It ain't Sunday unless there's a D&D in it.
Yeah, what was a Mega Mart? I'm on the edge of my seat in anticipation and suspense.
So Omega Mart is this really cool place in Vegas where from the outside it looks like a ye old 1950s, 1960s supermarket. When you go inside, you realize that it's a secret amusement park.
What?
So, yeah. So, like, you'll walk by, like, the Coca-Cola...
Sounds like an SCP.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. It really is. Like, I was walking by, like, the beer and cola rack, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Let me see. You open it up. It's a freaking passageway to, like, a back room. And then you go back there, and there's a freaking slide... And there's, like, all these turntiles, and, like, there's, like, 3 floors in the back. Like, it's literally an amusement park.
Dear Lord. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. And where is this?
This is in Vegas when I went for EDC.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying this is Prim from Fallout New Vegas? With the amusement park and
yeah. It's what is it? Is it like you have to like wait in line and pay to get in, or like you just waltz in and suddenly you're in an amusement park?
Yeah, pretty much. You do have to pay to get in.
Okay.
But if you don't know what you're expecting, it's a complete surprise. You're like, what is it like? We're just visiting like an old vintage 1950. Oh, why is there a snake coming out of the ceiling? What is this?
Okay, all right, I see it now. That's cool.
It's really funny because you'll see like ordinary objects, and then when you get to the far back room, you find the secret security room, and you find out that certain things were actually cameras staring at you the entire time. So like you'll see people like awkwardly picking their nose in the front line.
Oh no.
Thinking they have privacy when they actually don't.
Oh, well, I mean, look man, that's the future we live in anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, got my little smartphone right there. Got my smart speaker right there. Got my smart light bulb that tracks me.
EDC was really fun too, though. You know, you, especially when you have a drug test the next week, you can only limit how much fun you can have.
So you went mild on the ecstasy this time, Tim.
You know me, party master Tim. You know.
Yeah, he's slamming those poppy
Like, how else
bagels.
does he come up with the campaigns?
Oh yeah, how else could he? When he builds his lore, he's just on LSD. It's just
2 words: sleep deprivation. I remember there was a bunch of funny stories. One of them that was really funny. At EDC, a bunch of people will bring in like flags or banners, and so like they become landmarks for people. Like if you get lost, you're like, "Hey guys, I'm by Pink Dolphin at this stadium," and there'll be a guy holding up like an inflatable pink dolphin. It's really cool. But there was this one group that had a Chinese flag. And we're like, okay, guys, I'm by China. If you need to find me, I'm by China. Well, I go to the Chinese flag. This is right before Dead Mouse plays. It was really cool, and the people around it were, like, really neat. And I'm talking with them. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but you're so cool. He's like, yeah! We're just dancing.
Oh, God. Okay.
And at one point, this guy was like, "You're really cool. You're really cool." I'm like, "You cool too, man." And then I see him get a tap on his shoulder. He turns and goes, "Mom?"
What?
And there's a short woman staring completely blank face at him, and she holds up flatly her fist, and on top of her fist is an obvious line of coke. And this man, without question and immediate, slams his face into her fist and just does a line of coke.
Now that is a great budding mother-son relationship right there. You will never do lines of coke.
What if that's not even actually his mom? That's just the name. That's just like the nickname he gave her.
I didn't even consider that. That's amazing. I was offered drugs at one point. It was funny because like my friend. Yeah. My friend, well, it was amazing because, like, my buddy Russell was like, I wonder how soon it's going to take for us to find drugs. We immediately walked in, we round a corner. There is a guy wearing an old-fashioned tan trench coat and long pants, completely stuffed and packed, and he's holding a sign that says, drugs?
Huh.
And
it's that easy.
And each pocket had, like, this one has meth, this one has cocaine, this one has this. Like, he just walked in as a complete dealer.
Should have robbed him.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
And then I become
I've watched enough Breaking Bad clips recently to know that's not a good thing.
The only other funny story was like me and my friend Proctor and I had the same mentality of like we don't want to do drugs during this festival, but we at least want to be offered so we can politely decline.
Yeah, it's a life experience right there.
So on day one, because this event went from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Jesus.
It was a lot. But there was a point, it was like near around midnight. I'm like, like I need to change up my game and I need to loosen up. So I go to one of the stadiums. I take my shirt off, and in a matter of 5 seconds, guy walks up. Hey, you look cool. Want a joint? And I told him no because I had a drug test the next week.
Nice guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Can you believe this man?
He might have been hitting on me because as soon as I said no, he's like, "Oh, okay," and he walked away awkwardly.
That's definitely possible in Vegas, especially. This man Tim got offered $1,000 to play poker, like just for free, and he did it because he was falling asleep in Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kremes, just covering the blankets.
I think I have a picture of me passed out in donuts somewhere. I have to look for it.
Man,
could have been a World Series poker tour right now with like obnoxious shades and like a hoodie.
And you're just constantly shuffling the damn poker chips in front of the damn mic. God, I hate those shows. I hate those shows. All they do is shuffle the damn chips, and the mic is right freaking there every time.
They like angle it so the mic picks it up every single
Seriously.
time too.
How many people watch this?
This man has like a 2 and a 7, and he's gonna fold obviously, but he has to make it look like he has a good
At
hand.
this point, I can practically tell what hand he has because he keeps shuffling the thing so nervously.
Hey, listen, they're not poker players. They're ASMR streamers. It's okay.
Sorry, I couldn't handle it.
I love the description. They're shuffling so much I know what their hand is.
Seriously.
Yeah, at that point, it's pretty easy read. Did you play poker with us, Smog, in the band room?
No,
Me?
but I imagine you guys did. I can see it happening.
Yeah,
I wasn't cool enough. I didn't stay after, and
I played a little bit, not as much as I should have.
I just kind of felt cool by proxy by hanging out with you guys at times. That's high school in a nutshell.
That was awesome, honestly. It was like core memories. Smog would be in an Xbox Live party for like 6 hours with us.
I remember Wetworks, baby. Wetworks, baby.
Wetworks or Rust or
Wetworks, baby.
Halo Reach. Tim played Halo Reach with me too, but Smog was much quieter back then, so he would like talk and interject sometimes.
I just leached into a call because you guys accepted my presence or tolerated it.
We would be
Now I'm
discussing
in.
philosophy.
Now I'm in, baby.
Yeah,
I earned my position in here.
The best part was he never laughed.
What do you mean
if
I never
someone said
laughed?
something funny, you would go, lol. And
Oh,
you would
no,
just
you're
say
right.
lol.
You're right. No, you're right. Okay, you got me.
It would be like 6 hours. We wouldn't know Smog was there and just go, lol. And we'd be like, whoa, Smog, you're here, what?
Yeah, you're right. Yep, yeah, you're right. You got me.
You should bring that back. That's a good bit, honestly.
No, it's not.
Lol.
I kill the monster and go, lol.
Lamau,
Jules.
get owned.
Oh no.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Jules. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I don't think, no, I didn't tell any of you guys this, but I hung out with Jules the other day.
No way. I don't believe you. Pics or
Did you guys have a gig? Did you guys have a voice gig?
I thought you said date. I was like, oh.
No.
Yeah. No, Jules had a show up here, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm up in Seattle," and I'm like, "Oh shoot!" And so I got to see his comedy act. It was amazing.
Sick.
You guys should have played D&D live. Like, you guys should just go to a park right now and just play D&D.
We did talk a bit about each other's campaigns. I might have told him a thing or two. So
You son of a bitch.
we did divulge secrets over poutine and water. So
They have poutine. Yeah, I guess it would have poutine in Seattle because it's honorary Canada.
Canada.
Right up there.
Hell yeah, they do. It's so good.
Francis. Alan said he might be slightly late.
How dare he?
Hello.
I don't know if he's slightly late because he is preoccupied in his house, but he is chained to a porcelain throne right now.
Oh,
Throne.
oh no, poor boy. Is he okay?
He's not gonna make it.
I'll just play from the toilet, guys. It's fine.
Yeah, I will be playing Solomon today.
Oh man, I re-listened to the stream at least once. I was like, this was great.
Oh yeah, did you get to the part where you had to leave for your apartment stuff, and then we just started role playing? Yeah.
That was so fun. I loved listening on that. There was like 1 or 2 times in the past where like I would leave and you guys are like, okay, now that Tim isn't here, what can we say? Like, what can we discuss? And I listened back to the stream later, like they're acting like I'm not gonna re-listen to this later. What the hell? So the one thing I will say, apparently Roll20 changed it. So it was going to be a little bit of a surprise, but apparently they undid it. So now I'm actually considering like buying a Roll20 subscription. This campaign was going to have dynamic lighting.
Oh,
so
let's go!
Literally to the point where you would only be able to, like, whatever your character's vision is, even dark vision, only you would be able to see what your character could see.
yes.
So, like,
Yes.
No.
So, yep.
Wanya gets away with so much shit because he doesn't have dark vision, but sometimes, we forget, and Wanya would be completely blind in the real campaign.
Wanya is the definition of, I don't have it on my resume, but I still got the job.
I did take the light cantrip. I forgot to take it in the beginning of the campaign. I had a free cantrip. I didn't have had an empty cantrip slot for 12 levels until I just took it. So we're just gonna pretend that I had the light cantrip the entire time.
Dynamic lighting typically ends up lagging somebody in the party, and like the Roll20 like crashes as a result of it. So it's really a double-edged sword sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've played with it before?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Nito, especially in combat, where you're trying to describe where an enemy is, and you're like, I literally can't see him. You can still kind of cheat by pinging on the map. Like you can ping, and that's technically a character like saying, "Hey," and like you realize that they're in this general location, even though it's dark over there.
Metagaming.
I don't think that's metagaming. That's you yelling out loud, also alerting like everyone else, like creatures, including that things are there.
It's like downloading aimbot in Call of Duty and just saying, "Oh well, my friends technically would just tell me they're behind the wall," just like blasting through the wall.
Yeah, all right.
I will admit,
1v1 me,
you guys...
1v1 me, Battlefield 2042. Let's go.
Rust, bro. Yo, I was gonna download that actually.
I don't. I played the demo. It's all right, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it yet.
I miss Battlefield so much, bro. Battlefield 3, Tim, Chris Merrill, and the squad. Good times.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Just camping out on the jet deck, being like, okay, let's wait for the jet to spawn. Who's gonna get it first?
The attack helicopter. Then Chris was one of those guys, like, he would just sit on a mountain entire game.
Yeah.
And just, like, start sniping people. And he would hit, like, one shot out of 40 and then get, like, 3,000 points and be like, oh my god, I helped the team, boys. Yeah, sorry for that hard carry right there.
Say what you will about Chris Merrill. If you needed sniper support, he had your ass every single time.
Well, yeah, he was pretty good, but it was when he camped on the mountain that was like...
That's what snipers
they're taking
do.
beat up. Yeah, but I mean, I'm a sniper, but I push up. I'm like a marksman.
They're not supposed to.
I'm putting down beacons, man, capturing objectives. I'm pulling out my sidearm like a cowboy and fanning the hammer to the Russians. Yeah, and then I wake up and I'm 017. And
the funniest thing of Battlefield was sneaking up on a sniper on the hill, and you see that twitch of panic when they realize, wait, someone's up on the mountain with me?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
See the prone, like they just shift and then you just stab them.
Hey, Dylan. Or Persephone.
Is Persephone a music thing?
Huh?
I know what Persephone is. Is it like a music company, like a mic company?
Check. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Hey.
that was a little loud. Like I can hear the background.
Might
And
be a game thing.
yeah, I think the game was just up.
I'm googling this.
I'm actually, I am in my, hold on, you know what? I don't need to show it. I'm in my new apartment, so I don't know how my mic sounds right now.
Yo, can we get an apartment tour while Alan sits on the
Yeah,
From?
sure.
Yo, let's go. Welcome to D&D Cribs.
D&D.
My head.
Here's
mic
my
changed.
Mountain Dew mini fridge.
My mic probably just changed. If it sounds terrible, I'm sorry. Nope, it's still on the Yeti. Thank God.
Yo, let's go.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Looking good, Tim. Wait.
Thank you. But
He just immediately sees Tim and is like, no, fuck this.
Dylan's like, oh no, I know what this is going. No. But yeah, this is the one bed, one bath.
Well, that's pretty good space, actually. That's much
Yeah.
bigger than my apartment was in fucking
Not a
New York
studio.
City.
I'm probably the messiest thing in this room, so yeah, it's. We got a nice little window, and I got all my pop vinyls on my computer.
Now you gotta go through the whole house. Just carry your desktop with you.
I can't just bring my whole computer with me like a
Yeah.
child.
Curl in a little bit, get a pump going on.
There we go. But yeah, it's going good so far here. Lots of changes. New job starts up in 2 weeks, so I have 2 more weeks of freedom, and then back to life.
You should cop a home gym, Tim.
Cop a home gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, why when you said that I was thinking of Hugh Neutron, where like, you gotta cop a home gym, bro.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. If I do this.
Dylan, sounds like you're getting abducted by gray aliens in Nevada.
It sounds like EDC.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 You have your game turned on?
Possibly, but I had it on mute, so I don't know why I'm getting audio from unmuted.
I'm not sure. It's either the gain or if you have like a camera mic and a regular mic, it might be happening to one or the other.
You can hear the button being clicked when you turn it on or off.
It sounds like a Blue Yeti.
Yeah.
Check.
It is a Blue Yeti.
Hey!
Yo, Yeti
Everybody
gang,
click.
Quad gang.
I don't need to anymore. I'm beyond that life.
Listen, the sound in Dylan's mic is just the snow and wind blowing
Oh
around.
yeah. But
That's
we're,
the
I don't
fungal
want it!
spores.
but we're
Like,
going
I
into a
don't
cave.
want it! Burn it with fire! No, I had to put in the Yeti so that I could record something for school because choral teacher bullcrap going on, and
I gotcha.
it's set up like this, and I hate it. Okay. What's this?
It is the
They'll get it.
I'm gonna be
Is this
right
better?
back in like 3 minutes. Give me a second.
Is this better?
This is way better.
Yeah, way better. Yeah, we don't hear it while you're idle. When you talk, there's still like a slight white noise in the far back, but it's not intense. At that point, it might just be like what's it called? The wire, the cord. I don't know.
Did that fix it?
Yeah.
Cool, that's the fan.
Oh, okay. That
Yay.
makes sense. Yeah, because the same thing will happen if I like have my fan on. So,
Oh, crud.
I mean, if you gotta cool down, dude, you gotta cool down. D&D gets hot sometimes.
Window might be good enough.
True.
Cool. All right, let's try some of this.
So I'm not sure why, but on roll 20, when I roll from D&D Beyond, it'll roll with my name instead of my character. But oh shit. So if I type into roll 20, it'll go as Gillig, but then if I roll through D&D Beyond something like Arcana, it'll roll me. I'm not sure what's up with that.
I'm not sure.
It still does
There
say
was-
it still does say which character I'm rolling from. So at the very bottom there, so that's just fair.
It could be roll 20 because last night when I had a mini panic where I was like, let me just double check everything for tomorrow. None of the music worked. I was like, excuse me. So
Oh.
I had to tech it for a little bit, but it's working again.
Okay. I think
I also got to try a couple new things, which you guys get to see today in this session. Yeah.
Did you buy a token pack, DM?
No. On that note.
I just have to change the profile picture, I suppose.
Alrighty. Well, we'll start this up in just a minute. I want to give Alan a little bit more time.
Hi, hello. Am I
Alan!
here? Hi. Hey, sorry.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Good. Apologies for my lateness.
No,
It's
it's
fine.
okay. We heard you were battling with a Hydra. It's okay.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, but I survived. I'm here.
Wow.
And roll some Constitution saving throws. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Covered in
definitely.
blood, hasn't even showered yet. I'm ready to game.
Alan, the floor is yours. Explain how you won your bat. No.
how do you want to do this?
Also, I said this before. I'm no longer sick, but I still I'm always bad with coughs, so I still have a little bit of a cough. But if I die, please know that I'm not actually dying.
Okay. Got it. So even the monsters are gonna have coughs today. Man, it
It's
just
winter. We all have colds.
it just
yeah.
keeps going around.
It's the asthma wolves.
It's somebody they captured was like sick with the plague. Jokes on them.
And hey, if it builds into the thematic more, this is the best. This is the most effective sickness I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Perhaps
did
the noble-
really sell the cold environment.
Seriously.
Last time. It's like,
Poor
oh
gen-
wow,
the
these
poor
guys
general.
have it rough.
Or a sergeant.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I am ready. If someone isn't ready, sound off. But yeah, I think we're good.
I will be ready the moment I click my character, which I just did. So
And then also, just as a note, with Brandon's schedule, he can't really work weekends until after the holidays, so he's gonna be gone for a little bit, but we'll get him back for sure.
Darn. Alrighty.
Yeah.
who's
So-
gonna kill everything
Who's gonna
now?
kill everything, dude? He was crazy.
You guys, of course.
Oh no.
When the smart kid in class has to leave and can't help you cheat on your homework.
He got sent to
Really
another
is
school.
like that.
Alrighty. There we go.
Got accepted into college early.
Sweet. Okay, I'm ready. If we're all good, Jules, you still here?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Which to say again, you did awesome in your show. I was so happy to see you. Alrighty. So, officially session 2 of this campaign. We did it, gang.
Huzzah!
Let's go.
Well, we're making more speed than our session 0s. Thank goodness. Alrighty. So let's dive back into this world. So you all assembled in the offices of Jubek to receive the work that you all were initially offered for your deeds. You were meeting with a group of guards, and one in particular. I had his name. It is very important. Where the hell did I leave his name? There he is. You got to meet Sergeant Dole. And Sergeant Dole was a pretty emotionless man, straight to the point, little to no humor. And he basically gave you the objective that there was a group of gnolls just south of you guys in the Catergaloo Woods that were causing trouble. This group was kidnapping people, which is unusual for gnolls because you're just used to gnolls eating people and leaving. And they only travel at night, and they have some very unique features, and has been very difficult to catch. You guys, after meeting Hogbear again at the Mooncup Tavern, and also received an offer for him to purchase his belongings should you run into any treasures while out on your journeys. Afterwards, you all went to the woods, found a trail, found a small little family of wolves, and slew them. You now are outside of this temple, just as the weather is beginning to pick up again. But as you guys all are around here and contemplating what to do next, what would you guys like to do?
Pryor looks around at all of his newfound companions. Are there any that appear to be gravely injured or bleeding profusely?
Your leg head is still slightly injured, but the injuries have been staved off because you already cast Lay on Hands before, and he's focusing on casting Mending, surprisingly with Solomon on Backbreaker to fix him up.
You see the helmet kind of crook, wondering how Solomon is able to cast Mending, and then he turns around towards the turtle. Does the turtle look injured?
She's still in her shell, perhaps. It's a little quieter in there.
What does this temple look like, Tim? DM, I mean.
That's good. So, from what you can see, it looks like the Parthenon, somewhat a very smaller form of the Parthenon. It's got these large Doric pillars at the front and these short steps that lead up to the entrance. And as far as what you can see, the only other discernible features you see, there are these greenish-looking statuist heads of a woman, but kind of a mixture of a woman and a beast, in between each pillar. And beyond that, you see what appears to be a fair-sized door or portal that leads somewhere deep, but it's pitch black. You can't really see what's further ahead.
I'm just gonna make my way over there and just kind of examine the door. Not really touch anything, but just examine it from floor.
Okay. From what you can see, if you'd like to make a perception or investigation check, you can. But just on the basis, it just looks like a tunnel that leads further in.
21.
Okay. You take note of your surroundings, and just in case you look around for traps or anything that looks a bit off. From what you can tell, there's nothing at first, but as you get closer to the steps, you notice that around some of the pillars you see what appears to be loose string with some bones on it. It seems like a very rudimentary noise trap, where just, it doesn't seem that effective, but just something basic to catch anything that might run into it.
Fire's just gonna lean on the tree and start taking a rest silently until, not necessarily a short rest, but he's just gonna have Dark Soul style with the sword in the ground and just kind of chill back.
That's cool.
A bathroom break.
While he's leaning on that tree, if he glances over, he might notice that Solomon looks about 50% injured. if he had to wager,
Briar just gonna kind of scoot over, reach over. You feel a tug at the back of your hood, and he's just gonna cast Lay on Hands, holding you in the air, of course. But he's gonna heal you for 7 HP.
I'm not sure if picking me up was necessary.
The Lord of Light protects you, child.
And he plants you back down on the cold, hard ground.
I'm no child. I'm a mature adult.
You said you're 8 years old. You're 8 years old.
Yes. That is
that old for a kobold?
The helmet looks at you, looks back at Solomon. It's kind of.
I mean,
I'm not sure.
Not like.
You're very mature for your age. I'm just letting you know.
Well, it's more like kobolds, usually get killed. I think we can, I don't know many old ones, but I think we can be old.
Hard to believe, actually. I would assume you would survive, and the Lord of Light's blessing, of course.
Oh, maybe making history.
As snowflakes pelt against his steel helmet.
You do notice while you're talking that the snow is beginning to pick up quite a bit, but nothing to worry about for the moment.
As they're kind of doing their thing, I hold out my hand and a kind of a spectral hand made of sand appears. I'm casting Mage Hand. I'm going to undo all those noise traps very carefully.
Okay, and there seems to be maybe like 2 on each pillar, like 1 for each side, and maybe a couple loose ones. But yeah, you go around and
Oh, so if anybody's looking towards my way, I'm just kind of standing there with my arms crossed, but there's like just a hand made of sand that's just doing my work for me.
Does the sand come out of a receptacle on you, or does it literally come out of the ground?
It comes off of me, like I'm covered. Like the sand is embedded in my fur.
Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of floats out of me.
Magic sand.
Yeah, you see Pryor kind of look over, crook his neck, and he's just curiously watching you.
Alright, that'll patch things up. You're a handy little guy, Solomon.
Yes, yes. It's it's helpful when you can't buy new things to be able to, fix what you have.
True. Alright, you about
Did
ready to head
anybody
out?
skin that dog?
You want to try to do it right now?
I mean, somebody should look at it.
I might have something for that.
I've got like this pipe.
I'll check my pack. I believe I've got tinkers, thieves, smiths, leatherworkers, and jewelers' tools. I don't think not any of them will let me. Maybe leatherworkers might let me skin.
yeah, I believe
a creature.
Leatherworkers does. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I could probably drag it closer to the entrance so we're not stuck out there in the cold, but I'm pretty sure I can make quick work of one of them.
Yeah, that's fair. No, we should do this one, right?
Ooh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I could make like 2 coats at least. Probably.
Its face is a bit dented in, but yeah.
I suppose you guys want to take a short rest while Gillick works on the White Wolf.
Is it uncomfortably cold out here, or is it?
Take a short rest by the entrance in like.
It's yeah, I was gonna say it's getting a little bit intense for weather, so you might want to try and take it elsewhere.
Pryor's gonna
help.
make his way up.
Okay, and you're just dragging the White Wolf with you?
Yeah, we'll drag the wolf. A little bit of struggle. Backbreaker's helping push on the other end.
Alright, I will give
Kinda deal.
hold on, let me move this real quick. I'm gonna give this to control of Smog and Solomon. Well, Gillick and Solomon.
Gotcha.
There. So you both can control the wolf.
Cool. Let's
Drag
it along.
Heave.
All right.
Alright, come on, over here. Got a lift on your end? Alright.
I'm stuck under the token.
As you guys move the wolf there,
Pivot.
As you guys move the wolf there, you suddenly crunch into something. As you realize in front of you there is a massive cart.
What the fuck?
Oh, look at that!
And,
Whoa.
And you
I don't think that was there.
And you slowly hear clapping.
Huh?
As you look onto the right end of the tree, and seemingly from nearly out of nowhere, you see a familiar group of both a bugbear and a blue dragonborn.
Whoa, what the? You guys been following us?
Fantastic job y'all did back there. Fantastic job. We saw the whole thing, didn't we, Blue?
And Blue just sort of like nods.
Alright. What you here for?
Well, I just wanted to, provide some physical support for all of you. I thought, since you're gonna be procuring my items moving forward, I thought I might as well bring the stuffed pig to you, rather than you having to run back to town all the time. I mean, you can run to town if you don't, like my supply, but, I thought I'd give you a supply.
Alright, that makes sense.
How did you get here so quietly with a whole cart?
That's we'll say a trade secret about that. A trade secret.
That's probably magic.
Well, anyway, sorry, I'm still getting over that. If you'd like to, procure the wares, by all means, come on over. I'll show you myself.
And he kind of stumbles on past real quick, and goes to the front. And the cart itself, visual-wise, you see this large Germanic architecture kind of similar to, like, as far as grooves and, you know, the overall silhouette of it. This wooden cart, carved to shaped like a giant pig, partly. And there's even like a wooden apple inside the pig's mouth.
Nice.
As he rolls over to the side, he opens up sort of this almost like shopkeeper-like door, where the side of the cart becomes in itself both a flooring and also an overhang to stand under. As he hops over the counter with Blue, and you all stare into the store, it is magically enchanted to actually be bigger on the inside. It is a full-fledged store on the inside of this cart.
Got an amusement park in there?
I got a whole slide and everything here. That's an extra payment if that's what you want.
That's rad.
But exactly. Gotta keep entertainment going sometime. Anyway, would you guys like to procure anything?
Is it warm inside?
Well, of course it's warm inside. You got magical enchantments out here. You gotta keep warm in the winter, and that's what we got in here.
I'll take a
You
look.
probably immediately
What's he
run
got?
inside.
There is this immediate essence of just warmth, just encapsulating all of you. But he opens up this sort of like bar counter slider and can let you all in. So it's not completely freezing anymore as the corpse of the wolf walks away.
Backbreaker's hauling it.
But Hogbear kind of walks you and he says, well, I got a couple supplies you guys might be able to buy with some of the coin you have, but as far as the rest of the merchandise in here, I don't believe at this time you'll be able to procure most of it. However, if you find treasures like we talked about before, I promise you, anything in the store can belong to you. Anything.
You see Pryor just walk in and he just finds a wall and lays his back onto it.
Got any healing salves?
Yes, actually, yeah. Well, I will say as a token of friendship, I'll
I'll do this. And he reaches over and has a small crate. You see that he does have a surplus of healing potions of different varieties. But as a token of friendship, he gives each of you one standard healing potion each.
He's a good guy.
And so if you want the bulk order of that, it'll be the same price as we've discussed on earlier. But for right now, you all seem a little bit with a little wear and tear of sorts, so we'll just provide this for now.
What a nice guy.
Just a regular potion of healing.
Just a regular one, yeah. But you do see the area he pulled it from, and there are greater and superior and everything.
Gillick drinks his immediately.
Okay.
Nice.
What is that? 2d4? Plus
+2.
something?
+2, yep.
I take it and pick it up with my still active mage sand hand.
Okay.
I'm just talking aesthetics.
Oh, that's all good.
Okay, man.
Does it track sand on the rug?
No, it does not. It trickles, but it does not leave sand.
It's like a visual effects constantly falling off it.
Yeah. It's like
Nice.
Pigpen from Charlie Brown. Like the cloud is everywhere, but leaves no trail.
Fascinating.
That's awesome.
Now canonically, he looks like Pigpen to me. Does Solomon have any bolts in his quiver? Like, is it full or?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got a good amount for now.
Pryor remembers that Solomon gave him gold to buy him bolts.
Do you have, what kind of cool stuff do you have?
Well, if we're talking about the weather, nothing. But if we're talking about supply, I've got, as the youngins say, cool shit.
If you look on over here, and for a couple minutes, he gives you a brief tour of the whole store. And very quickly, you all realize, first off, unfortunately, and I never thought about this till now, I don't have a map of his store. I should probably make that.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
But for the sake of brevity, as he shows you around the store, you find a bunch of standard items, some bolts, some potions, some miscellaneous supplies and tools. Not so much on the super simple angle as far as tools, but still some nonetheless. But the more and more you go through, you find some uncommon magical items, you find some rare magical items, and then you find the selection of things that you wonder, how the hell did he get this much? This guy is not only loaded on supply, but he has some very, very powerful equipment on his hands. As far as armor, as far as weapons, magic. This guy is a walking loot box of magical equipment.
So, you do financing?
Well, Blue over there is the charger. Whenever he's not making a map or he's not, doing what I ask him to do, yeah, he's in charge of financing.
Pryor looks over to a plate armor and kind of points to it.
So can I get this on 30-month 4% APR?
I mean, the last person I let loan something recently, it didn't turn out that well. So, apologies, friend, but I'm gonna be on a strict no rent, no loan policy for the time being. If you got the cash, you can get it. If you don't, I'm sorry.
God, Solomon or Pryor is very disappointed, and his helmet shrinks down.
Was it that Dave guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have. Well, I did find him the other night. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball, but we gotta try our best around here. So, I gave him some work to try and make it up again.
Hey, Pryor, give me the materials at the forge. I'll make some plate armor for you.
Pryor, you see the helmet kind of look down at him, or look up to you, I suppose, and he immediately is excited by this, and he starts looking for. I mean, he goes back and
You can make plate armor just like that.
I mean, it takes time. I'm a smith by trade.
I thought you would need like a smithing range and a furnace and
Oh yeah, I need the forge.
30 smithing level. Well, this is.
I've got the
All
tool.
right.
Trust me, I've honed my craft.
What materials do you need?
Tim, what materials do I need?
You bastards.
How can I circumvent paying for plate armor?
I'm sorry I didn't have the encyclopedia of D&D smithing in my brain today.
Like, I don't know, stacks of iron. I'll just come up with something like...
I was playing
Depends what kind of quality you want. Some iron, give me some leather.
Leather straps.
Yeah.
Engraving. Can you engrave the Lord of Light, Baylor, and Renwa?
Oh yeah, easily. It'll cost you a favor though.
Of course.
It's as far as it goes, you typically want buying the material is actually pretty easy and pretty cheap in most places. It just takes, it's really the time it does to really do it.
Yeah.
And from what I looked up here, a suit of plate armor, which has a market value of 1,500 gold pieces, takes roughly 300 days to craft by yourself.
Are you kidding me? What? That's crazy. 300 days.
The metal you need is half of what the market price is, so 750 gold pieces worth of steel and metal.
Jesus, no wonder it costs that much.
And you see Hogbear has been like listening to this and be like, exactly. We got, that's why I got it on demand here. If you need it now, you can get it now.
Wow.
You see Pryor just rumbling through all these like steel bars, and he
they
happily runs over and he
shafted me.
I mean, if you got 300 days.
he disappointedly puts them
All right,
down.
guys, let's set up camp.
You got a hyperbolic time chamber in here?
Fortunately, I don't have magics related to time in here. Well, I mean, no.
What was that?
I don't have magics relating to time in here.
Wait, you hesitated at the end there.
No,
Yeah.
I
Crook's
just said.
helmet.
Well, I thought I had something, and I think about something else. I got this thing over here, and it's pretty, and it's this long blue cloak that has like the star pattern all over it, and clearly enchanted of some kind. But he's just like, well, you know what, boys, we just got here, got some potions, I got shop. Don't worry about finding me, I'll find you. But you guys, it's getting a bit cold out there, so get a move on. Let's get this business a rolling.
All right. One last thing. You got a greater potion I can take?
Yeah.
How much?
Remember that part where I said I don't do maths that well? How much gold you got on you?
I'd say about 30 gold to cover it.
All right, 30 gold is the price.
I hand over 30 gold for a grade.
All right,
Actually,
all
60
right.
gold for 2 graders. Fuck it.
See, I know you're not a math guy, but do you have like a general idea of pricing for like uncommon magical items and like rare magical items and that sort, just so we know what to shoot for?
See, that's the I don't do maths that well. I know when something's worth something. So we'll say a treasure for the trade, and if you want like a potion, if you give a treasure of sorts, I'll give you all like a surplus of potions. But 30 gold, greater healing potion, that thing,
Right. Okay.
You see that, like, he has this weird combination of, like, he is deep down very smart, but at the same time, he has his moments where, by his own admittance, he has no idea what he's talking about.
I'll assume there's nothing cool that I can get for about 59 gold in this nugget that you gave me yesterday.
Well, I'd say for that nugget, if you want, you can get that, I could probably hand you that hat of superfluous I offered the other day, if that's what you want.
What? I forgot what that did.
To be honest, I don't know myself. See, it's a hat that, you can reach into it 3 times, and something random comes out of it. It could be a bunch of silverware, it could be a bunch of dolphins, it could be a bunch of velociraptors. I don't know. You just gotta reach in and pull it out and hope for the best.
And you can only do it 3 times, like total?
3 times, but I got plenty of hats. If you want more hats, I will happily provide you.
And you said you'd trade the nugget for it?
Yeah.
Well, why not? Sure. I'll buy the hat.
Takes the nugget, and you may add 1 hat of superfluous to your inventory.
Is that the one that you can pull anything out of?
Yeah. So, so unfortunately, and here's the ironic twist. I do have the chart for everything you can pull out of it. I lost it today in the move. So don't use the hat today.
All right.
Just pull up the wild magic table.
Yeah,
why not?
That's true. But basically, you can reach into the hat 3 times before it loses its magic, and I think it's 3D or 4D8 of whatever gets rolled comes out of the hat.
Nice.
So you either get very lucky or very unfortunate.
Is this like an official item that I can find, or is it?
This was homebrewed by someone I talked with, and then I added detail to it. So this is a homebrew item.
Okay, so I'll just write it down in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. My mic working now.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Excellent.
Oh, you've been quite quiet this time, Persephone. It's good to hear your voice again.
Apologize. I just got in my head. I saw that wolf over there and thought about how long it might take to skin it. And I think if we're going to try to skin it, we're going to need a little bit of salt. Do you got any of that in there?
Well, I got some salt on here. I don't mind passing it. And also, there's probably some salt in the snow. I don't know if that would hurt the quality of your pill, but yeah. And he does have a large salt basin that he does happily wheel over. Now, I'm only being this nice because the first time that we're cooperating this way. In the future, we'll figure something out. I don't know.
I think Pryor might have some salt after he missed all those wolves earlier.
See the helmet just kind of. You see the deep black slits in his helmet stare down, but you don't know if it's an anger or sadness as it just kind of lowers his head.
Hey, come on now. Those buggers were slippery.
Right. I mean, I didn't miss any, but well, aside from that net thing.
All right. Anyway, me and Blue here we got a couple businesses we need to work on, and we got to sell some maps to the local town guard and stuff like that. So we got
You got maps.
A maps, you're a cartographer.
You see his helmet spike up.
Yeah, old Blue over here works out fantastically with it. He's, that's what he does best. He does many good things, and Blue kind of takes off his cap and does a very eloquent bow. He's very good at a lot of things, but cartography and work is what he's best at.
I would love to purchase one of his finest works.
As he holds out his gold pouch.
Yeah, you got something in the local area?
As far as that goes, as far as purchase, I don't mean to offend. As far as purchasing to give you a proper map, it's going to take some time, but I could, give you something small. Yeah, take this one free on the house. And hey, guys, here's the world map.
Hooray!
Let's go!
We did it!
All right.
I knew it. Right when he said map, we all just got honed in on it. We're like,
Yeah. All right, summon the rock.
All that just to know where you are.
So here is a very basic version. I'm building it up. Here's a basic form of the world map as far as what's known, because parts of this world have not been explored yet.
Are you guys seeing it? I'm not seeing a thing.
Oh yeah.
It's
Discord.
It's in
on,
Discord.
Sorry, I was looking Roll20. Okay.
And I'm
I'll open
assuming
it
we're
up.
in the north.
We're in
You guys
Jubek.
you guys
There
are
we
just south of where it says Jubek, near the Caterglow Woods.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and Breaker's all the way down there.
Woo!
Dang.
Huh.
Wany's been to it. I assume that island down there is where the dinosaurs are that Kruber was hunting.
I will neither confirm nor deny. Then he hands you guys the map. He's like,
Those are some huge ass dragons if those are just to scale.
Well, apparently they were that big, eons ago, the beginnings of civilization, but never seen nothing like that for the longest time. I don't know. Blue, what do you think? Blue just sort of stands there motionless.
Does he never talk?
Well, Blue is the type of person where it's not about what you think or what you say, it's about what you do. And all Blue does is do. Isn't that right, Blue? All you Blue does, exactly. Blue looks like, from what you can see, he just looks like he's not bothered by this, and this is just his norm every day. He's just grown accustomed to
It's
this
a
guy
living.
in his hand. All right. Well, anyway, if that's if that's anything, any concept, I don't know what I'm saying. Get in there! Come on! We got gold, we got treasure, we got a whole bunch of cool things. I want to give you guys things, and I want you guys to get good things. You know what I mean? So come on, just get chopping and moving. We gotta do. We gotta not talk. We gotta do.
I side eye him and just kind of walk past the room and just
Back
head
to
on
the
in because I'm
gold.
just because he's just starting to get on my nerves a bit.
He's a scritchy fellow, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we could use this humble abode for warmth from the winter, just for an hour.
Take a persuasion check.
Yeah, let's go. My strong suit.
I mean, we can wait inside the temple,
This is Warren. Oh, easy. The Lord of Light's with me, guys. Natural 20.
With that, maybe you can get him to let us skin the wolf inside also.
You see Hogbear grin and be like, well, you know what? You guys tickle me like a pickle. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we got a whole room in the back. Don't worry about that. Blue, get the beds ready. So cut to an hour later. There is a whole master bed and guest suite area in the back. A complete comfy area and a little bit of a party room as well. And you guys can spend the next hour and a ration to short rest and skin your wolf.
Awesome.
I can do that. Yep. Use a ration.
Yo, I got my stuff back. Sick.
Jerky, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts. Ooh.
I'll go ahead and feed my rat also. Just to make sure.
Which one?
Well, I'd say the living one, but I don't, there's no guarantees with these guys. Do I need to roll anything?
Oh, I see.
I already drank my healing potion, so I'm kind of good. Is it cheating to expend my second wind before the short rest just to have temporary health afterwards?
Technically yes, but being this is only session 2, I'll allow it this one time. Just this one time.
Sick.
I'm too nice for this shit.
You have
There
to
we go.
role play your extra action, though, Ellen.
Do what?
You have to role play your extra action because you receive an extra action for your.
My what? What do you mean?
Second wind, doesn't it? Don't you get like an extra attack or like
No,
an extra?
Second wind gives you temporary HP
I did not know that.
that refreshes on a short rest.
You're thinking of action surge.
That's it. Yes. Okay. I've never played fighter. Does this carriage? Does it have any pack animals on the front, or is it just literally a giant pig?
That's the you didn't see it move at all when it first got here, but from what you can see, no pack animals. Though it still has the stick. Is it the yoke? Is it what it's called? Whatever comes out from the front that will actually have animals there.
I do not know what that is called.
I think the yoke is the cross section.
Let's look up some wagon anatomy.
Yeah, it is the wagon anatomy.
Indeed, we looked up wagon anatomy. It was great. You know where the spokes are? I do. I don't know spokes are a thing.
That's a fine axle right there. Yeah, that's...
Do oxen have tires that you can inflate? Alright, well after the hour, Hogbear, a little bit brutish, is just like, alright, well get going, enjoy your maps, enjoy your potions, enjoy the ride, as he sort of like ostentatiously shows the temple again.
Briar makes his way inside.
Thank you.
Yep. Same.
Stay making way.
Anything special we get from skinning the wolf, or do you want to like get that later?
Get that later, please.
Yeah, gotcha. I'll just like write down the wolf was skinned.
I'll admit I did not plan for that today.
I just
Alright,
figured
guys.
we'd get some nice white hide. Could make
He has leather
something
worker,
cool
so we
out of
get
it.
like canned leather. We can get a coat. We can get a...
Oh, you know what? Yeah, there we go. I did look this part up. Gillig, please make a survival check with your proficiency bonus if it doesn't have it.
Gotcha.
Can I help him and give him advantage?
You may.
With this
Survival.
much jam right here.
Okay. Proficiency. My proficiency is 2, so just add 2 to this,
Yeah.
and then advantage. Ooh, 22.
Okay, 22. There are parts of the wolves that are kind of hard that you can't really salvage because you guys beat it in during the fight.
True.
But for as best as you could, and over the course of the long rest, especially since you have the time, you can delicately, with Persephone's help, cut through it and get a decent pelt of it.
Alrighty.
So
Now-
everyone... Oh, yes.
Now, do we want to try to use more of that? Because I know we could get a nice stock out of the bones. We can get candles and soap out of the fat. I want anything else like that, or just the hide?
I love a nice candle.
I don't think these tools are suited for it, but I can try. Not a butcherer per se.
I'm the DM through hell right now. So how do we extract the marrow, DM? What do we have to roll?
I want to build a yoke out of a pelt. No.
This is the problem with an artificer. Tools.
We'll put that on table for right now. I'm sorry.
You extract the iron from the bone and then make
And make a
a
plate mail?
steel plate of armor. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to look at my artificer notes again. I'm sorry.
I want
I
to
did
make
something.
crossbow bolts out of the tips of its claws, DM, please. Thank you.
That's your sponsors.
Anyway.
Yeah, you can gather whatever material you want from the wolf.
I did roll pretty high.
That's fair.
Alright.
There we go.
Obtained fat. You wanted the bones and claws. There we go.
As a separate note, read this real quick. There is a part where Kai, who's been pretty quiet this entire time, Kai looks over at all of you and says, I just realized I have some business I need to take care of regarding my family.
Brandon's here. But
I think his mic's turned off because I think...
Oh, he's got to do stuff. I see.
Yeah.
Your family,
I'm on lunch, so I've just been in here listening in, but this has all been pre-discussed and pre-approved.
Okay, gotcha.
Pre-approved dialogue.
I assume we shouldn't try to acquire a lore dump from Tim about your entire.
Yeah, I mean,
his family.
your family's family. I mean, you're gonna have to give up your share of the reward if you're not back in time.
I'll make do. I have other work I can do in the meantime.
Ominous.
Well, maybe you can ask Mr. Bear Pig over there if he'll take you back.
He looks over at Hogbear and goes, I signed a contract, so I think we'll be okay.
Prior nods his helmet at him and then turns to enter the temple.
Yep.
Don't get killed.
Mm-hmm. And he walks over to the cart a bit, and Hogbear just lets him in. Goes, try not to die in there.
That's the plan.
It's gonna, yeah. I mean, it'll be hard without all of your arrows killing everything so nicely, but you know.
It's lots of.
As Solomon scampers up the steps into the temple. Alrighty, Kai is... Oh, let me move to the front. Kai is going to be with Hogbear and Blue for a little bit as they take him back. And the bunch of you start making your way into this temple. There is a door, a large blackened portal, and as you get closer, it's not just a doorway, it's actually a tunnel that inclines downward. It seems like it was manually dug through, almost like a mine shaft. As you guys start making your way down the shaft into the unknown, you realize that this keeps going and is quite deep. But after a certain amount of time, you guys enter what appears to be a very large room with a lot of detail in it. And as you go in, the snow outside also begins to pick up. It seems like the bulk of the day's weather is here, to the point that literally snow is coming down into the tunnel, into this room. But as you guys stare out into this room, it is this very large, archaic, old-looking temple. There is this green stone on the ground, almost like limestone, with large pillars, chains. You see a collection of spider webs, rubble, and that is oldish.
Tim, your mic is breaking.
Oh, okay.
It's completely crackly now.
Yeah, it was fine for a minute.
Like, we went into the
How
cave, and
progressively got worse.
the connection just died as we went further into the cave.
Yeah, we don't get any reception
It's
here.
very immersive.
Oh, are we good?
Now we're
perfect.
good.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's cable?
Sorry about that.
There are no gods where we're going.
There are no gods or Wi-Fi down here. But yes, you guys go down the tunnel, and I'll just show you guys the room, and you guys can ask questions and explore. But the weather outside has picked up a bit. I'm not saying that you can't go outside anymore, but the weather conditions are quite frigid right now. But you guys step into this room.
Ooh. Oh, yo, I love how the snow goes into
Yeah,
the entrance.
right?
That's so immersive.
There we go. But yes, you guys are down here into the first leg of the temple. So have at it.
That a spider I see?
That is a spider. Would you like to perceive or investigate it?
I kind of want to see how long it's been dead, really.
Okay. That's a good question. We'll say survival.
Would I know any reliefs?
Make sure we stay alive. That's my role in this campaign. We're gonna survive.
So
hey,
yes.
guy.
I thought you were on the cart.
Oh shit.
Couldn't get enough of us, could you?
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Okay, so so Persephone, you move up towards the spider, and this thing is quite dead. And from what you can tell over the body, this is pretty easy for you to discern. This thing has only been dead for maybe at most a day or two. This is actually a pretty recent kill.
Can I tell what killed it with a 22?
I'll say yes. It seems that there were multiple stab wounds on it, pretty wide angles. So you're assuming maybe like a large axe or a long sword.
Well, gentlemen, we may not be alone in here. This has only been about dead for maybe a day, and it's been slashed to bits by a man-made weapon.
That didn't work.
You see Prior grasp his holy symbol, and he's gonna use divine sense. So do I see any undead, for instance, the undead that I felt back there? Is there anything within a 60-foot radius that I would detect?
Doing that here, and you're using it. Is it specifically for undead, or is it other things as well?
I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Celestial, fiend, undead. Good question.
That's behind total cover.
As you use this into the room, detecting every direction possible, you do not detect anything of that nature.
Looking around, is there anything I can perceive, especially with my dark vision?
Oh yeah, is it dark in here?
Yes, it is actually quite dark. If you do not have dark vision, this is pretty low lit. Sin, make a perception check. And are you looking for anything specific or just general?
I'm looking for like movement in the shadows. I'm looking for something moving around.
Okay.
I'd like to look too from a closer distance. You'll see Gillig like just kind of focus, make sure his goggles are on right, and look around.
See Prior light a torch and he's holding it with his shield hand.
Okay. Oh, 21. Hot damn.
Yeah, sorry.
Oof.
Oh, no, you're good. Okay, so first for Gillig, it is quite dark in here.
Mechanically, I've got the goggles of night as one of my artificer items. But I'll just say,
oh damn it! I need to wipe these off.
Yeah. What that was the next part of like, it's quite dark in here, which doesn't make sense because this is supposed to see through the dark.
Yeah.
As I put my torch up, it's like night vision goggles that see a bright light, so you're currently fogged up right now.
So Sin, you start. Now that you don't have the blowing snow and wind in your ears and face anymore, it's a little bit easier to tune in with the environment. As far as from what you can see from this angle and everything, you do not see any sort of movement whatsoever. Your ears do perk up though, and it does sound like something is in the room. From what direction or where, you're not entirely sure, even with the stillness of the room. But there is something in here, but you have no idea where.
So I'm basically always in like just a straight up cross-armed stance. What you guys can't see is under my robes I am like drawing my two scimitars, and I'm just gonna calmly walk forward.
Is the webbing here on the floor?
That is on the floor, yes.
Okay, I'll start sidestepping it. Try not to get on it like that. What is this? A pyre?
Yes. So the couple things that you're seeing, the blue pool that you just walked by is actually a small tar pit.
Oh, okay.
It seems quite long used. It doesn't really seem active, but it seems to be the remnants of a tar pit. And yes, from what you see in the very middle, there appears to be a very large pyre, and in the very dead center of it, you see this large vertical post that goes maybe 10 feet high with a large black flag draped at the top of it. It does seem burnt. Some of the wood seems fresh, but some of it does also seem burnt.
Any ash?
Quite a bit, and make an investigation check, actually.
Yeah.
Looking at this pyre, would I be able to decipher if this was used for a religious sacrifice or for a religious ceremony?
That's a good question. Make a religion check. From what you can see with the investigation, it's easy enough. The ash and soot that you see at the bottom of this pyre, it seems extremely. Most of it seems very long used. It seems like this has been here for a very long time. But you do notice, looking through some of the soot, some of it seems more recent. Not as much, but some of it does seem like it was previously partially burned. Prior, as far as you looking at the pyre, prior at the pyre, as far as looking at this and looking at the temple, you're not entirely sure. Just seems like a nice collection of wood.
What is this statue depicting?
As far as what you all can see of that, it seems to be this very large stone statue of a woman with long, the main form of the body, completely nude, is completely made of hard cold stone. But the hair and these large wings seem to be painted green and has this very stern looking face structure. You also notice that the legs and part of the arms have we'll say a lioness feature to it. The feet have large paw and hands are large paws, and there seems to be kind of tucked in the back a long lion tail that curls to the back. At first glance, you're not sure exactly who this is, and you also notice that there seems to be two large handcuffs at the wrist of the arms with two long chains that dangle down and strewn across the floor.
I'd like to cast Fairy Fire, kind of like just in front of this statue.
Okay.
So I'll draw it.
It's a 20-foot cube.
Like right here.
Okay.
What the?
So what happens is like just all this sand just comes kind of just floating out of me. It constructs like this cube, and it's all you can see like the sand particles in the air, and they're outlining everything. And the stuff that's outlined is like kind of glowing like this eerie red.
Gillig, make a dex saving throw. real
Oh
quick.
yeah, Gillig, you're probably gonna be
Yep. That's why I said it. Baby -1, baby. Ooh, let's go.
Oh,
Nice.
I think he passes.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Gillig is not highlighted, and you do not have advantage on attacks on Gillig for the next hour.
Good. Does anything of note else get highlighted or outlined?
As far as where you've placed the cube and the pyre, the statue, the spider on the ground, the gold on the ground, and the steps, nothing. No, there doesn't seem to be any creatures or things that highlight, other than maybe tiny little insects on the ground. Nothing really highlights.
Pyre, with his shield arm holding the torch, slowly brings it towards the pyre, and can I light it on fire?
Yeah, you can light it on fire.
I'll take a step back and I'll look towards like a Sin.
You see something?
Nothing. I end the spell.
Okay.
Do you have?
So it all just comes floating back into my fur.
All right.
Do you have all that sand in your fur all the time?
Yeah.
Doesn't it get heavy, or
No.
is it itchy?
No, the sand is like part of me.
Part of you?
Yeah.
Like, is it alive?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Still a gift I've yet to truly unlock. There's a lot I don't know about it.
Have you had it like for a long time? Like, were you born with?
Yeah,
this?
I've never been hugged.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's fine. Like, human connection.
Do you?
What does that have to do with the sand?
Do you want to hug?
I don't think it'd be a good idea to hug me.
All right. I mean, the offer's there.
Is this a common thing for people from the desert?
No,
Not being hugged or sand.
Not the hugging, not the hugging part.
Pretty
but
much
the sand.
just me.
Huh.
It's pretty much just me. I'm, yeah, it sucks.
I mean, I feel you on being sort of a cast out. I was kind of like the only intelligent Goliath in a group of just smash, stomp kind of boys. So I feel you there.
Yeah, so, but now I'm a monster that kills monsters, so.
You're not a monster.
Oh, thank you.
Chin up, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Brandon.
Okay, how's that?
As we have this emotional moment down,
Therapy group in the middle of
we're already in dungeon room 1, and our feelings are already on the table. But yes, Pryor lights the bonfire, the pyre, which just explodes in this large flame, lighting up the entire room.
Hey, what's
casting
that?
hard shadows. What is that exactly? Now it's more visible now. Make a perception check. Little secrets all over the room. 11. It probably would have been harder to see before, but now it's much, much easier. It seems to be a small trail of blood, and in front of it seems to be a large steel stone door.
Got a blood trail over here.
feeling like awkward. I don't know. I don't really understand like what it means for people to care about my emotions. I kind of like awkwardly like kind of fast walk towards the blood trail. And I would like to see if I could not only pick up a trail, but if this happens to be from a beast in any form, I do get advantage. It's my favorite enemy.
Okay. The door itself, or the.
It's like the trail of blood. Can I tell like?
Sorry.
Looking at it, can I see like? Can I maybe identify like what's from, or if there's any other like little tracks along with the blood?
I'll say it's a little bit tricky, especially since there's only a little bit of blood. I'll say make an investigation check, just a standard one.
Okay. Alright, so I'm good. 24.
Oh my. Yeah, so as far as you can go down, you can clearly see it. If you want to taste test it, you're welcome to.
100% I taste test it.
Okay. As soon as the blood hits your tongue, this is human blood immediately.
I taste it again, just to be
still human blood.
I'm not sure, but I think this is human blood. I'll taste it. I taste it one more time.
Okay.
You've done a lot of tasting over there.
And you really need a hug.
It's O negative blood.
It's no negative. It's a universal donor, you guys.
Oh, that's actually helpful for me.
Should we vial it up?
Probably not worth it anymore.
Does it
Not sterile.
after it's been a while?
Let's see if we can find the person who it belongs to, and then we'll have more blood.
I think I found some extra stuff here.
What is this? Is that tar or blood?
Oh, is those bodies?
If you're thirsty, Sin, I think I found a whole pond for you.
As soon as Gillig spots that there are bodies in the corner, Persephone rushes through the spider webs. And there's quite a bit, and it's actually difficult terrain. It actually takes you a bit to get through it.
It's even worse for a turtle. That's just awkward. It's like,
but yes.
Backbreaker, go help her out. Go.
Fun thing is, as she's trudging through, she ends up with less of all of the spores on her than she began with. Like no spider webs on her. She left it all behind.
So yes, I'll say both of you make an investigation check, or one of you at advantage.
I have a +4. Metagaming.
That's you. I'll help you.
Alrighty. Let's see. The shift roll. Yes.
Are those bodies? Yeah. So, as far as yes, they are bodies. And specifically, from what you can see, they seem to be they seem to almost be like mummy wrappings to a certain degree.
Huh.
And looking at looking at the band-aids and the ribbons of it, this seems to be very, very old. But the strange thing about this is that part of them have been ripped open. It seems like something tried to eat it or burrow itself inside of it. But the strange part about it, these bodies in particular, is that they are wrapped in chains, and it seems like there was some extra protection to keep them contained.
Oh, this is decent workmanship. It's such a shame animals started to tear into this. Anyone who want chains?
I've got no real use for them.
Yeah, chains. It's like a hug, but with metal.
Depends on how you use it, but alright.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I guess we could get some in case, Sin gets, lonely at night or something.
Do y'all need a hug?
I think everyone in this party needs a hug.
A group hug, yeah.
That guy's drinking blood over there. This guy's got a whole face thing going on that he won't talk about. This guy hangs out with the metal goat. Kinda weird.
Oh, I guess you don't want any more rides from it, huh?
Well, I mean, maybe when it gets... Well... maybe I do need a hug also.
Come here, darling.
let me
And, like,
check something.
right at your head level is just a huge patch of mold right on her shell. So you can choose to
Nice.
hug her or not.
Nice soft mold, just like the sewers.
It shouldn't be toxic to you, as long as I don't let it be.
Is there a plaque or engraving on this statue anywhere by the base?
Okay. As Persephone crushes Solomon and his rat jacket into her mold form, you do look up at the statue, Gillig, and as far as you can tell, there are no plaques per se, but when you do look at the edges of the stonework at the bottom, you do see what appears to be this old runic-looking language on the outside engraved surrounding it. You also notice as your steel defender walks up the steps, you hear clinging and metallic noises, but the expensive kind. And as you turn, you notice that there is a scattering of gold at your feet and on the steps.
Oh, hey. Backbreaker found payday.
How much is there?
After, if you spend some time collecting it for a bit, there's approximately 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
Dang!
Split up 10 evenly amongst each other.
That's mighty generous of you.
I'll split up 10. One more thing I want to check. Can I... Does it look like the arms here could move in some way? I try tugging on the chain a little bit or moving it.
Make a perception check as well. Or a strength. Strength or perception, yeah.
Well, the same for both, so.
The statue starts coughing. So yeah, so you do you hard test it a bit and give it a shake test and just sort of observe it and try as you might. From what you can tell, this is a statue, though it is a bit curious why the hands have like handcuffs on them per se with long chains on it. But as much as you can try, the statue does not move and appears to just be a statue.
Maybe they were planning on tearing it down or something and chipping at its feet and pulling it away. I'm not sure. Seems like it would land right in the fire afterwards, but I doubt it would burn.
What is everyone's passive perception?
Mine's 9.
13.
I have a
11.
dirty rag in my eyes.
14. Ooh, twinning.
Alright. Okay.
Are the runes recognizable on the statue? You said ancient runes, right? I'm guessing not.
As far as what you can tell, you most certainly, if it is a language, you don't know the language. But if you like, you can make a religion check if you want.
Can I? Oops.
It's just as far as you can tell, it's good looking art.
Wow. These nice decorations on this statue. They took the time, gave it some jewelry.
Do these appear to be gears or pillars? Like, are there gears on the columns or?
Those are. That's a very good point. Good observation. So when you do look at the, they are pillars. They stand at about 15 feet tall. But you do realize that not the very tops of the pillars, but close to the tops, you notice this large gear-like contraption. You're not sure if it is mechanical, but it certainly does look mechanical.
The doorway that I'm in front of, can I try to open it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you open?
Yeah, slowly, if I can.
Explosion. No.
You're dead.
So Sin walks up to the door and slowly opens it, and it's this large, just stone on stone, just movement. But not silent whatsoever. But as you do open up the door, nothing like a trap goes off. And as you stare into the room, you see what appears to be a hallway. There is a large trail of blood that goes to the end to what appears to be another door at the top right. And to your immediate left, you see another small pile of gold with another door leading somewhere left.
I pick up the gold that's at least in front of the door.
All right. Another 5 gold for you.
Before I go, these arms, they aren't movable. Like, it doesn't appear to be a lever or anything.
That's what I tried to check, but
Yeah.
Gillig with his check didn't find anything.
Mm-hmm. As far as you guys tried, the arms were not movable, but it was a good try.
I wanted to do one thing in this room. While retrieving some of our comfort chains, could I like just try to look at the head of one of these wrapped bodies, just to like see, like, is it a human kind of thing or like something weird?
Okay, so you want to try and unwrap the head, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Solomon, you slowly and nimbly, with your tiny kobold-like hands, start untasseling the head. And as you get more and more through it, the head is quite old. From what you can guess, this was probably a human or an elf of some sort.
Okay.
Its bone, with some bits of marrow still left over, are completely blackened and browned over. And as you kind of look into it, you notice crawling out of its eye is this very fat and juicy spider. Just slowly crawl out of it.
Oh, no. I'm not one for spiders.
As you step away, this whole family of spiders just start crawling out of the face everywhere.
No. Next room, everyone. Nothing to see.
wrong?
Nope, just keep
No,
moving.
Chief Solomon, what could be wrong?
Those bodies are not as dead as you think. Kind of. Anyways, just
Are they undead?
don't stick around.
I thought you checked for undead prior.
Yeah, they can't be undead.
It's worse.
I slowly open the door in front of me.
What's worse than undead?
Spiders.
Oh. Just touch them.
Like a lot, though.
Burn them.
I don't.
As
There's a fire over there. You can torch
as you guys are talking of spiders, Sid opens the door, and you see what appears to be another room of sorts.
There's a lot of hallways in this place.
expect that. I mean, probably a whole dungeon.
What if we all go through a hallway? One goes down that hallway, and one goes down the next hallway.
I mean, like split up.
Cover a lot of ground.
I mean, yell really loud if you get in danger.
Persephone, what is your passive perception?
14.
Okay. Let me double check. All right.
All
Somebody
the
hear
perception
something.
DCs are 20.
Do I see anything around this corner?
Yes.
Is the door auto closing behind me?
No. Unless you want to close it, the door is still wide open for you.
What does this appear to be?
Make an investigation check. And yes, Persephone.
Put a stone right in the door frame so it doesn't close.
Okay.
I'm used to tight spaces, but ones that help me and not hurt me. All right, are we splitting 50-50?
Prior gives a thumbs up.
If you want to do that,
All
I'll
right.
stick with Sin.
Alright. So Prior, and then I'll show the room for everyone that Sin found. So Prior, you walk up and you see it appears to be a large stone block with some sort of ancient liquid or guck on top of it. And as you get closer and closer, you find that this, in primitive times, relieving yourself in a dungeon, you were limited to your own space, so this is a very old toilet of sorts.
You see Pryor just step back and
He just touched it, or
I'd leave that up to him.
you see him kind of like wiping his hand on the wall. Man,
Taste.
He's
Is
got
this more
gloves.
of that human blood?
It's rats and spiders, Solomon. I promise you. Go look in there.
and he's gonna.
I'll trust you.
In the room that Sin found, I'll just reveal the whole thing. But you look into it and you find quite a large expansion in this room. But you notice a couple pillars, and you notice that the stone and flooring in this room is quite old, and a lot of it has fallen through. But it appears to be of some sort a very large room that has seen a wear of time on its foundation. But
These
you do
black
notice,
squares, are they like pits?
yes, you do notice
Okay.
that's where some of the stone has fallen. In where some of the holes are, they seem to be rather short with some spikes at the bottom. Other ones seem to keep going, and you don't know how deep they are.
I wish to slowly make my way into the room. I'm gonna get to here, but I would like to watch my footing.
Okay. So I'll just say, as far as that goes, you making your way across. Where would you like to end up?
Right here.
There. Oh, I brought that. So as you start nimbly walking across the stone, you make sure to take your time and look for traps and stay nimble with it. You can get there, and nothing seems to have occurred.
And then these things are the same as the ones in the last room.
Yes. Make a perception check real quick.
20.
20. You notice, as far as you look up, yes, there are these, another set of 15-foot pillars. It seems like with these, the tops do have similar style as far as the previous room, but they don't look as mechanical. They seem more one complete piece as far as design. And you also notice a series of stalactites across the ceiling, and just the ceiling kind of ridging up and down as far as like a cavern.
I turn to Gillig, right?
Yeah.
Sitting with me?
Yeah.
I turn to Gillig. I'm unsure about the flooring. Might be a better idea to send your backbreaker friend.
You know, I was thinking about that. Cost me a bit if he gets damaged or even lost, but I don't want to see what's on this. If we can make it through. Give me a sec. I'm gonna check something.
I can make one at the end of a long rest. If you have Smith's tools, perfect. All right. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies,
Rocky,
he dies. Which one? Rocky 2?
That's Rocky 4.
Rocky 4, shit, I'm old.
He dies.
Well, I can start getting him moving along and see what happens.
Prior, did you say that you opened that room?
Yeah.
Okay. And Sin, what was your question?
Oh, I was just saying, like, I was just directing, like, hey, like, send him over here to the square.
So I'll say this happens simultaneously. Don't keep the steel defender there. So first off, Prior, you open up the room, and like the previous door, very large and very loud as far as opening the door, and you see in this room what appears to be quite a shamble. You notice that there seems to be these very elaborate, beautiful-looking bronze and copper tables, and one of them has this skeletal form laid out on top of it. It seems to be a room for mummification. You notice this bin or trough full of some mixture of liquids in it. There's a grindstone and all these sets of embalming tools off to the side. Beyond that, you notice strangely not just the extra pillars, but a series of mine carts and a large amount of stone and rubble just sprayed across the floor. And that's where the blood trail leads towards.
When I know what this thing is right here.
That's a grindstone right there.
Gotcha.
And as you do that, in the other room, the Steel Defender, as it walks towards that spot, you hear this large suction noise as you look up and see the stalactite fall from the ceiling.
Oh.
Let me roll for this. Ooh, that's good. Well, not for you, for me. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Just...
Just the Steel Defender.
Okay.
Oh, you got lucky. That is 1 point of piercing damage.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, he takes that.
And from the ceiling, you see this creepy-looking piercer monster of sorts. This large slug with an eyeball and teeth, and it just seems it falls off the Steel Defender, and just like a slug is on the ground. Just...
Huh. Hey, Backbreaker, take care of that.
Do you attack it?
Backbreaker will try to attack it. Yeah.
Okay.
Do Force Empowered Rend. And bam. 9.
9.
Pretty small.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. Well, actually, it hits, but it doesn't cause any damage.
Oh.
The Steel Defender starts ramming into it, but this thing is pretty fat and pretty useless. But it has a sturdy enough body because it is made of rock and flesh to a degree. But as the Steel Defender begins hitting it, I'm just moving this out of the way. It just, like a slug, just slowly begins walking away. It's not even trying to attack the Steel Defender anymore.
Oh. Is it going towards us?
It does at first, but then it slowly goes to this end of the wall.
Seems like more of an annoyance than a danger. You think you can check for more on the roof?
Alright, now look up at the roof.
You look up at the roof, and as far as what you can see, and literally you can't roll for this, there is a large amount of stalactites all across the ceiling. You are unable to discern which ones are actual stalactites and which ones are piercers.
All right.
Well, I'd say the good thing is we have your goat friend, and can go ahead of us, take the brunt of it, and I'm assuming we'll be fine.
I think so.
If like a thing's already fallen.
Yeah, just keep an eye out on that one. I'll have to push it back if it gets too close, too friendly.
He says that, and I just pull out my bow and arrow and I try shooting at it.
At the one that you had fallen from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay, roll for it.
How big is it? Is it like just a regular insect?
It's medium,
slug.
So it's like a 4-foot long slug. It's pretty
okay.
big.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at. I'm gonna shoot at it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna let a 4-foot
That ain't normal.
be
That ain't normal.
12.
hit.
You do hit it, but its armor class is pretty good. The arrow gets lodged into it and then just falls off.
That was a waste of a bow. That was a waste of an arrow.
Is everything all right in there?
It's fine.
All right.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're fine.
And you just see as the piercer, with a movement speed of 5 feet, slowly crawl up the wall to the position where it's at, and become a stalactite again, and just stay
that's
exactly
so cool.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to keep an eye on this thing. So over there, don't go.
Good call. Good call. How's it coming along, Backbreaker?
I'm gonna go up to that corner where Backbreaker stopped at.
Oh wait. How did Backbreaker move again?
He's been doing.
He's just literally been following that line.
Okay.
Yeah.
As it rounded the corner, there was another one that came down from the ceiling.
Okay.
That one does not hit.
Okay.
And just begins just slowly moving over. So it's going to move over. All right. Solomon, what is your passive perception?
It is 13. 1-3.
13. As you are in the hallway, sort of guarding position as everyone explores each room, you do hear a moving of rubble from the previous room. Though when you look back through the door, you thought you saw something for a second move behind this pillar over here, but you weren't sure exactly what it was.
Has it stopped the noise
It has stopped.
upon?
Well, I don't see any of my friends.
You just hear noise from this room as we're just going through all the like rocks and rubble and sarcophagus, I assume.
I'll just like stand here and try to keep watch and make sure no funny business is going on.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna.
There's a seat over here.
I will not be sitting on that seat.
Would you like to make a standard perception check?
Yeah, sure. I definitely don't want to go into the room and like search around for it, but I'll peer through the doorway and like just see.
Okay.
Oh, right. Sorry. I have to my browser extension is not loaded and thus will not roll my stuff for me.
Solomon breaks out his tablet and tries to connect it to the internet. There is free dungeon Wi-Fi down here.
Oof.
Nice.
You stare into the room and you start peering around. You start looking at the very back of the room where you guys came from. You're trying to use the fire from the pyre to spot anything. No, nothing.
Does it look like these carts are big enough to be rigged to Backbreaker for Solomon to have a chariot?
They I don't know Backbreaker's like strength ability, but they are quite heavy and quite big. You might need probably a bigger animal for it, but who knows? I could be wrong. Or sorry, for the Steel Defender, I don't know what Steel Defender's like strength is.
It's 14.
You know what? It could probably try. It would need to make a couple checks, but yeah, it could actually try.
Fire's gonna wordlessly just wheel this into the other room, drop it right here, look at Solomon, and then head back in.
Oh, hey, wait, before you go, there might be like a thing.
You see the helmet just kind of look at you when you say a thing, and it just walks back in.
And at the time, another piercer falls from the ceiling, but this one rolled low, so it misses again. It just and goes back.
As we make our way to this section, looking down, is it just a whole bunch of loose gold and jewels down there?
Yeah,
Yes.
I wanted to investigate that too.
So looking down, especially into that pit, it is roughly a 20-foot drop. And at the bottom, you notice a large amount of sticks and pointy things pointing up from the bottom. But you do notice scattered amongst the spike trap, you notice that there seems to be a large collection of gold, a very large collection of gold. And you notice what appears to be a small stone statue with rubies as its eyes and rubies as its mouth. It's a small stone monkey statue with rubies.
Treasure, guys.
I'm going to ignore the statue and extend my hand out, and from underneath, Mage Hand made of sand, picks up gold and brings it up.
Hey, wait a minute. Take some rope, and
I'll hand him some rope for the mage hand to like hold on to, and
see if you can tie it around that statue there. I'll pull it up.
Well, let's deal with the gold first before we deal with the statue. That might have implications.
What do you mean? Just
I don't know. Never just trust like a random fucking statue.
Why not? Why not? I mean, and here this one. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So like collectively, how much in like say 4 handfuls with my mage hand would I have collected?
In with 4 handfuls worth, probably another and there's quite a number of handfuls. You probably got another 50 gold with those 4 handfuls.
Guys, we could buy treasure at the end of this.
All right, I'm gonna add Gilly, do you want to split that and we'll just hold on to 25?
Yeah, I'd say we split it.
All right.
And there's plenty more down there.
I mean, that statue looks like something Hogbear would like. Trade it for something nice.
All right, fine. Give me.
And my hands don't move; they're still in a crossed hand position. The mage hand like puts out hand and like uses the finger like, come on, hand the rope over.
He's so goddamn cool!
What the fuck? What was that?
You hear that echo from across the room.
Yeah. Someone deeper within the dungeon screams that.
What the monsters we haven't fought yet?
Yeah, the guy watching CCTV.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I throw him the rope.
Oh, that's great. All
Yeah,
right.
so I tie it around with the mage hand, tie it around the statue.
Okay. As you guys are doing that process, I was gonna say Hermione and Stephanie. Prior in
Hermione.
Hermione.
Not you, not Hermione.
If you guys ship each other, it's gonna be Hermione.
Oh, no ships. No ships. Not about this.
Alrighty.
Is it the fungus? Is it the mold?
Oh, am I staticky? I'm sorry. Hold on.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Oh, you're fine.
Fine.
Okay. But the 2 of you in this room, is there anything you'd like to investigate or do while you're here for right now?
Blood trail leads in here, so like to finish the end of that, but also I wanted to see if this was armor or skeleton.
Yeah, is this a human corpse?
It seems to be actually dwarven. It seems to be a dwarven skeletal corpse that was in the process of mummification, but was never completed.
This is absolutely fascinating, but that's not what we're here for. And she, teary-eyed, kind of turns away. Her head stays looking back and glancing over her shoulder just for a moment to view the workmanship of the mummification process. Then turns to this table. What's on it?
It's actually not a table. It's like a trough bin, and it seems to be it's mostly empty at the moment, but it seems to be where if certain organs or things were removed, it just seems to be a bin where they just chucked body parts or unnecessary material and emptied it out later at some point. There are also wheels at the bottom of it.
Oh, is it clean?
There's some grime on the bottom, but yeah, for the most part, it's clean.
Is there anything to add to my spore collection? I do so.
Okay, yeah.
All right, wheels. I don't think we need any of that.
You just sifting through a bunch of organs and formaldehyde right now?
Oh, absolutely. That's my daily job.
Yeah, the helmet's just kind of staring at you do this and walks away a little bit. And he's going to head towards the blood trail, knowing that this is human blood and that is a dwarven corpse. Does he see a human corpse anywhere here? Or
as far as your initial... You know what? As far as your initial investigation of the room, there is a large pile of rubble and a wall next to you, but as far as what you can see, no human corpses in this room. And it seems like the blood goes towards the rubble and ends just before the wall.
Does it go
Fascinating.
underneath the rubble?
Yes. A little
gonna
bit
start-
on top of it too, but yes.
I'm gonna start sifting through the rubble, paying attention to what kind of rock this might be, or if this is if rocks landed on a corpse or something, or
Okay.
does it just look like rocks? Or
I'll say Prior, make an investigation check.
so good at investigation.
Aw.
Wow, awesome.
It's kind of like a child in like a like a sand pit where you just start just shoveling sand around.
Yeah.
Or you just start like shoveling rocks around and start just like a madman start moving things out of the way. As for what you can see, there's nothing underneath the rubble. And yeah, it's just a bunch of rocks, and now there's just rocks being thrown and hurtled across the room.
Hold on, wait now a second. You hear? You need to do this in an organized kind of a sense.
Either way.
And he's gonna walk off to the side, and then he's gonna kind of look at these. Does it look like the chains that the turtle received would connect to these and connect to these, like some sort of mechanism?
As far as from what you can see, on that, as far as what you can see, as far as the pillars, yes, they do seem to have a mechanical function to them.
Prior's gonna ask to see the chain.
You have those chains on you by any chance? I don't know why I have an accent now.
It's all right.
I'll say, Solomon, one more time, what was your passive perception?
13.
13. Okay. At this moment, when you are right up against the door, you hear something right next to you. And as you look down at the door, also just for sake of clarification, the door handle was on the right and was a push-in door. So the door is technically to your icon's left right now. But as you look down the room, you hear something directly next to you, and you look at the bottom of the corner of the door, and you just see the corner of what appears to be a foot, but an animal foot, and you see this bluish fur across it. You just see one or two of the toes.
I take out my trust.
And in that moment, from the pillar down here, you see two figures with longbows shoot at you.
Ha!
What?
Well, bye, Solomon.
Let me see. For the longbows, that is a 14 and a 22 to hit.
The 22 hits.
Okay. Let me roll. You take... There we go. You take 3 piercing damage. And from the sides of the mirror, as this arrow shoots into your chest, doesn't pierce all the way. The rat cloak did most of the work. But coming out from the side of the pillars, you see what appears to be, standing around 6 foot tall, 2 gnolls with large bluish fur and longbows. And they quickly get out of cover and just growl completely at you. And they are readying another shot.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna roll initiative.
Yo!
Alrighty.
Nice.
Damn.
How were 6 foot tall gnolls hiding from us?
Nobody looks up.
You're just some crafty guys.
They're invisible.
Alright. I need to add Ascend to the list.
Now, does everyone in these other rooms get like a telepathic ping in their head telling them that battle started?
Did you yell out loud that battle started?
Yeah, you could.
Or did we just hear a ah? And that's
You
it.
probably heard a ah or something.
I don't think we would think anything of that.
See red pings on our little map in the corner right now.
I crouch. Oh no, spotted.
Alrighty. Top of the round, Fryer.
Do I know that there's enemies out here? Do I hear the struggle or?
I'll say, what's your passive perception?
Oh, it's bad. It's 9.
I'd say probably not. No.
Well, what he was gonna do is he's gonna wheel one of these carts filled with rocks out here and see if there's just because he wants to. So he's gonna start wheeling this cart. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And there's a cart in front of me. So like Solomon would just see a cart crest the doorway a little bit.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Alrighty.
What is he
Persephone.
doing?
Passive perception of 14. Did I hear it?
I'll say, and Solomon, yours was 13 or 14 as well?
Mine is 13.
13. I'd say you would hear a noise coming from the hallway. You're not sure exactly what, but you do know it was a little concerning.
Did y'all hear that?
Helmet looks towards you. He's within 6 seconds, so he doesn't respond.
Push the cart a little bit faster.
He tightens his head.
Why you gotta block the door? Oh shit. Pardon my P's and Q's.
Alright.
Lady.
Alright, next up. And unbeknownst to Solomon, there are also, right around the corner, the toe that you saw, there are another 3 exactly right next to you.
Uh-oh.
They rolled really high on stealth every single time. So they are just going to... This one is actually going to bull rush you and try to grapple you. So please give me an acrobatics or athletics check. So 11. It got 19 for strength.
Jeez.
So immediately, you are child-handled or man-handled by this gnoll, who then immediately grabs you and runs back into this room.
Oh jeez.
Uh-oh.
Takes half its movement speed to run back. Actually, I think it would just be right there, yeah. And the other 2 gnolls are going to close in on you from the side.
Huh.
Everything's fine.
You see them, and with their hyena-like laughs, they just start, like, immediately cackling as the whole room is just covered in these loud hyena-like laughs. And both of them immediately lick their lips, freshly covered with blood, and they're both going to take a bite attack on you. And this would be, I believe, possibly an advantage because you're grappled.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Oh no, that's
Is he on the
restrained.
ground? No, he's
restrained. Yeah.
So your speed is 0. Okay, so yeah, you just need to break grapple, basically. And there we go. So yeah, so with plus let's reveal how much. That's going to be a 17 and a 10 to hit you.
17 and a 10. The 17 hits me.
Okay. You're going to take 4 piercing damage as you see with these bright bluish eyes, like animal eyes reflecting back at you, and these long black teeth. The one tries to go for the bite, but the other one shoves him out of the way and wants the bite first and just goes straight into your neck. And that is, how much did I say? 4 piercing damage.
Yeah, right.
And you just see the look of ecstasy and joy on its face as it just has another fresh coat of blood on its teeth. That's going to be their turn. next up is going to be the other two gnolls,
Oh,
who at this point, seeing the little hodgepodge of action here, they are going to both move up, and they still have their longbows equipped. It seems like the ones close have swords and clubs, and these ones have bows. But they're both going to go for a bite as well. That 16 and soft 20.
All right. I suppose it is time I call on the gods' favor.
And I cast shield.
Okay. And that blocks both of them?
Would bring my armor class. It's +5, right?
Yes.
So it brings me to 21 AC.
Okay. So, preparing yourself for these other two bites, you quickly throw up shield as the bites, they both connect, but the shield basically just grabs them as they're just trying to tear the shield off. They can't get to you.
Oh, that was a close one.
Alright, that is their turn. Sim, you are up.
All right, did we hear him scream for anybody?
I'd say by this point, hearing their laughs and howls of joy, you would hear this now.
All right, as soon as I hear them cackling and everything, I look up and I start beelining back. 5, 10.
I'm grappled by this one.
35.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
around this corner, I'm gonna kind of like look behind me. Look behind, like the door's open, right?
The door is open. It is facing frontwards, so like right around here is where it's blocking.
Oh snap!
Like it swings out towards this other room.
So you technically don't have eyesight.
All right, but this doesn't say. Doesn't say from a point that I can see.
Okay.
As I would like to cast entanglement. Basically, in what is it? This square.
That square. Okay. So you just
okay.
hawk it out into the next room.
Yeah. So just or having already seen the room, and I'm assuming like I can hear them better now that they're closer to them, and hear Solomon like squirming and everything, right?
Yeah, you would know something's going on at this
So
point.
I'm gonna assume that they're right by the door, and sand trickles out of me and just lays out all around them, and then it's just suddenly these sand vine tentacles just grasp at everybody.
Okay, you check a sand flashbang into the room.
Basically, yeah. So everyone has to make a strength saving throw.
And I believe that's for Solomon as well.
Yes.
Very strong, kobold. Yes.
Just got to beat a 12. God damn it.
So, oh wait, in strength saving. So just to say what they rolled without telling the modifiers, we got 1, 3, 2, 2, 19.
Fantastic. Only everybody except for maybe one of them is restrained.
One of the archers, the one here on the left, that's the one who passed. All the others
Okay.
are restrained.
Yeah, so everyone's restrained by the entangling sand. It does become difficult terrain, and everybody that is restrained can use an action to make a strength check against the spell save to get out or to get unrestrained.
They have to use a strength at disadvantage too because they're restrained.
Yes.
Would Solomon still be grappled? Or
So that's the weird thing. He's grappled by the knoll and restrained by the spell.
That's no good.
And the
I'm
knoll
being
is
torn
grappling
apart
him is
here.
restrained.
Well, I would say that the sand bursting out and entangling people was so maybe shocking that he kind of let his rip loose?
Basically, the way I imagine it, he and Solomon are fused together, but the Knoll can let go to try and break. Like, he can let go to try and break the entangle, but he'll let go of the grapple as well.
Okay.
At the moment, it is the most uncomfortable Knoll hug you've ever received.
Right. And then, I have no more spell slots. There's that. So I moved, do a spell, and that's it. That's all I can do. That's my turn.
Okay, Gillick, you are up.
Oh, but what about the... Oh, alright.
Well, you have the rope.
Oh.
True.
Mage-Hand just went down to tie it.
Oh.
You look back and forth between the door and the treasure.
The rope's long enough, it won't fall. Hey, Backbreaker, keep this in place.
And so I'll move, and then when Backbreaker moves, Backbreaker will move to here to like keep the rope in place so it doesn't fall.
Okay.
And I'll do 5 and not that.
I'll move him for you.
And can I move through Sin if I don't end my turn on his spot, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so I will use an action to dash and take a look.
Oh shit!
You need alive out here.
Hold on, I think I can
see everybody just
whip
got
up.
like surrounded in sand.
I can whip up something for you, little buddy.
He'll check his smith's tools, grab a hammer, quickly start hammering some chains, kind of like casting magic as well, and cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on Solomon.
What does that do?
There we go.
Oh,
okay. I was trying to post it. So you were warded. Anybody that attacks you must make a wisdom saving throw. And what you see essentially is a long chain sort of hover around you in a sphere type of thing, effectively lashing out and just kind of like hitting things out of its way in an effort to protect you.
Up to you to break those chains.
If you try to attack anybody, the chains will go away.
Alright, cool.
Are these going to help me?
Oh yeah, they're protecting you, but if you, a little bit fragile, so if you try to lash out against anybody, it might go away.
Right, I'm just getting out of here.
And I'll, remainder of my movement, move over here, corner. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, Solomon.
So how many restraints do I need to break to move?
Technically conditions don't stack on top of each other, so you're technically just restrained. So you can take an action at disadvantage to break the entangle.
Okay.
It's a strength saving throw against Sin's DC.
A strength at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Okay. Let's go.
Hey!
Oh, come on.
There's a chance.
Oh, wait.
Yo!
I did it!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! And I think... Hold on, let me reread this real quick. You know what? Here's the hilarious thing. With Restrained, it's only disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Oh.
Oh.
He would have got it anyways.
But you are super out of entangle right now.
And you could risk opportunity attacks because they both are restrained and will have to make a wisdom saving throw to even attack you in the first place. So you can get out of there.
This is difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
So this square will cost me 10 movement speed, and then I can do the. Okay, cool.
I'm getting out of here.
Are you moving into the next room or just there?
I am moving. I want to move all the way like here.
Okay, so that's going to be five attacks.
Yes.
Disadvantage because they're restrained.
And all must first make a wisdom saving throw first to see if they do attack.
On a failed
I got
save,
you,
the
homie.
creature. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attacker's spell. Okay, so they don't have to attack each other. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. They're not
Okay,
forced
so
to attack each other.
They
Wisdom
could
save.
for antics, though.
If one of them rolls a 1, please do it.
Oh yeah, that absolutely. If I roll a 1, they're gonna bite each other. What's the save again?
12. 12 wisdom.
22, 13, 1, and 14.
So one of them fails their attacks, and the rest have to make their attacks at disadvantage due to
Restrain.
restraint.
No, oh, sorry. Oh, wait, sorry. 20, comma, 2, comma,
Oh.
13, 1, and 14. So 2 failed,
2
3
failed.
succeeded.
Okay.
That's better.
And now their attacks have to be have to roll out.
Yeah, now they have to roll a disadvantage. 14,
Misses.
6,
Miss. Yeah. Misses.
16.
That one hits.
Okay, this archer back here.
Yeah,
is
your
actually-
shield's not active anymore.
Oh wait, that one didn't have a disadvantage because that was the one that broke it. All right, so yeah, so one more arrow is gonna fly out from all these attacks.
All right.
What's that?
Better
Plus
than all
number.
5.
Better than all
Yeah.
5.
Yes, but notably better.
There we go. You take 4 piercing damage as one more arrow just hits the other side of your chest. Good save, everybody.
Yep.
There was a goner out there.
Top of the round, Prior.
Well, Pryor has his ears charred and his eyes has a veil over it, so he's just cluelessly carrying or wheeling this wagon filled with rocks. And then he's gonna see over here, and there's a shit ton of gnolls. So he's immediately gonna take the wagon filled with rocks. He's gonna start, and he's just gonna start sprinting down the middle of the room with this wagon filled with rocks.
Yo!
And he's gonna try to, if the door is, it's open, right? But can I try to?
Yeah, it's a.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
Yo!
Put it right here. Oh, there's this wagon, and it's either, I don't know my strength, how far I can do it, or if it just lands right here and blocks the room, but he's just wheeling it, and he's gonna try to pin this guy to the pillar over here, or just stop it here.
Oh, so do you just want to try and barricade it in the doorway?
I was gonna do that, but it's much cooler if I just wheel it at this guy. I'm gonna smite the wagon too, so it just glows with holy energy. And this is the
What the? You're gonna smite a wagon?
This wagon is just glowing with eternal light energy, and it's just gonna go right down here. And I'm gonna try to pin this guy to the
Man, you
pillar.
really have to hit somebody today.
Okay. I'll say because you're shoving a wagon at a gnoll. I'll say please make a how the fuck would this be? Make just without proficiency a strength check. Just a standard strength check.
Gotcha. Oh my god.
Aw. I'll say because it rolled low enough, you do try to because it was the end of your movement. You don't really get to push it any farther than that, but it is barricading the door now.
It just stopped on the sand.
Yeah, the sand stuff.
You see, like, the wheel tracks are like tracking blood, and it just slowly moves in the sand, and it just stops right there. But
this giant cart just as all the sand kicks up and sprays on top of the main knoll that was holding Solomon, just starts wiping it out of its fur.
And Pryor's gonna look disappointedly, but then he's gonna immediately put his shield up and ding, 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 hit it with the side of his sword. And if I can, am I able to attack this guy?
I'd say you technically just tried to attack shoving the wagon.
Oh yeah, that was my action. You're right. And as a bonus action, I will do nothing.
Okay, Persephone, you are up.
Now that I can get through the door.
You see the helmet turn to you, snarkily.
Snorkeling.
Snorkeling. Oh my. Alright, little one, sit right there. I'll fix you up in right quick. Jiff! But for now, she grabs a spore off of hers, and it looks particularly spiky. She's going to blow it in the direction of the door, and it's going to waft past Pryor and then hit the middle of these guys. And that is the spell Spike Growth.
Spike growth. Okay.
So we're just giving them every reason to be restrained.
And it's a 20-foot radius, so double the size of that
This is
square.
great.
Like a.
Yeah, it's higher cast 10, 5, 10, 15,
Oh.
20. Hold on.
Are you drawing the shape or?
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
it's hard.
mathing.
It's
1,
hard,
2,
dude. It's hard.
3, 4.
Take your time. Take your time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
We have snow on stone, on sand, on spikes.
We're gonna
On
shift
wagon.
it right here, so it doesn't hit any of our guys, but it'll hit all their guys, and they'll have to move through it if they want to retreat.
Okay. And the spike growth even like goes up the wall a bit. It's like this giant plant
Yeah.
just consumed
Well-
everything.
Be super fair because Sin has put some of his sand forth. I'm gonna make this a cactus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just a cactus field.
Desert. Yeah.
So Lion King basically when the hyenas get caught in the cat.
We're in the elephant graveyard. Yeah, that tracks.
This is horrifying.
You're welcome.
We're effective.
Gosh dang.
Work makes the dream work.
Good stuff. All right, is that your turn?
That's me.
All right.
Up.
Next up are the gnolls. Which, okay. Where do I begin on this? You
Let
know
him
what?
die.
The two gnolls here are going to try and shove the cart into the room. This one's actually going to use the help action for the other one, so it could just roll normal. It's going to move over here, so we can get in position first.
5 feet, or so 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Technically, he's moving 10 feet.
No
Hey!
way. No way. Does
Hey!
that stack? Does that stack, dude?
I don't think so.
I don't think because he's.
I don't think
So,
so.
I mean,
he's
like,
using-
for him, it feels like 10 feet.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
20 feet because it's all pain.
Yeah, it's all pain.
Is this a Meryl's meat shredder situation?
Yo, dude, we found a way to tease them without you.
You see,
We
you
haven't
see
even
this.
happened yet.
You see this gnoll, like a guy at like beach trying to walk through high tide, like just rough through
He's
cactus.
So much pain.
This guy is in. This guy took 7. Unless you want to roll the piercing damage, he took 7.
That one's good.
I like 7.
Okay.
I like the mystery of I'm not necessarily sure how much damage I'm
That's
doing,
true,
just
that's true.
watching their legs get cut to shreds. I want to see purple, yo.
And all that sand gain in the wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh no!
I'll go get infected up in here.
Does that add poison damage to them?
Over time, if they survive this.
Takes 17 points of morale damage. Oh wait, and it's Oh wait a minute, and that one. Hold on, that one couldn't move because it was technically restrained. I just thought of that. Well, so hold on.
They can do nothing.
So if they want to get unrestrained, they have to make a strength saving check.
Oh my god!
Guys,
Okay.
we just gave Tim his own session for himself.
Yeah.
you guys want to roleplay
How
the
the turntables have.
Yeah, this is the DM's puzzle.
Fuck.
Everyone gets a lunch break.
I
We'll return an
can't.
hour when it's done.
Oh my god. I can't believe
Alright.
this is what utility's for, dude.
They need to beat 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 13 and 15.
Uh,
Okay, so these two at the front,
Wait,
they're
did
just
you do it at disadvantage though?
nah, not strength.
not for
Oh,
save.
well,
Not for,
that's right. That's right.
yeah, I never knew that as far as strength saving throws, but so yeah, these two are no longer restrained. I should probably give them icons as well. Oh, roll 20 is getting slow. Hold on, let me actually delete the fire. Just might
Yeah,
make
that
it
might
better.
be doing something. The
little
spike
bit.
growth put it off.
And then these two, let me try for them. he succeeds. The only one still restrained is the bottom right blue one over here, so I'll give him...
Hey, Persephone, are those spikes flammable?
That is up to Tim.
Just light him on fire with a torch.
I was gonna say, I don't think so. Because they're magic?
Yeah, they're magic.
Yeah, because they're magic.
Magic. And if it was web, it would be, but alas, nah.
And that took their action to no longer be restrained, right? Or is it a...
Yep.
Okay. Fuck. Oh, you know what? Oh, these guys are fucking genius. So this one over here is going to... There we go. He's going to take 5 feet.
Okay.
So he takes 3 piercing. And he's going to do what he did before to get into his hiding spot. Or wait. With the... Centered on a point. Let me think. I'm trying to think this. Would the spike growth go up the pillars?
Unfortunately, not, because it says the ground in a 20-foot radius.
Mm-hmm. So it's at it's going to go back to its previous hiding spot, and it's going to climb up the pillar. So it took that, and it's going to go. It's going to climb. How much is that? Off of that. Okay, so it's going to be about 10 feet up, but it's on the pillar now, and it's off the floor. And then this one's going to take the same initiative, despite... Actually, no, that one's close, so it won't do that. What these two are going to do, the close ones, they are going to take... What's the action called? I think it's called... Is it just called the defense action? The one that just lets you have advantage on...
Dodge.
Dodge action.
Dodge action, not defense. It's been a while. These two at the front are actually going to use the cart as cover and take the dodge action. And then this one down here, it's going to rush up 5 feet as well, so it's going to take some damage. Just 2 piercing. And it's going to take the dodge... oh, wait. Fuck! You know why they can't take the dodge action? Because they used their dodge action to get out of the restraint! Damn it!
We're playing smart.
Yeah. I'm so proud. Yeah. You guys did great. That's gonna be their turn. They're just taking cactus out of their body, basically. Alrighty, and then this one... So the only one that is taking the dodge action, I guess, is the bowman up on the pillar, because he was the only one who didn't have to break restraint. Okay, Sin, your turn.
Damn it, the one on top is taking the dodge action?
The one on the pillar is, yes. All the other ones are completely open.
I don't know if I had a cool idea. That ruins it. Fuck it. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna shoot for the. You know what? I'm gonna shoot for this guy right in front.
Yeah.
The card.
He's not dodging, so
10 to hit.
10 misses.
Yeah. Okay. I end my turn.
All right.
Epic.
Gillig, you are up.
If I were to pull something, say this guy, would he even move through the cart? Would he be forced to move through the cart, or would he be stuck there?
You mean just explain more time? You're trying to move him what or do what to him again?
If I use the move Lightning Lure, and I manage to push him, or like pull him 10 feet, like this direction, would he even be able to move because of the things blocking him?
I'd say you can pull him into the room, but you would push prior. You would push prior 5, and I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then could I just kind of like peek around the corner and smack like this dude with a hammer and then walk back? Could I do that?
Technically, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Yeah.
You'll get one attack of opportunity from the one to the left, but yeah, you can
That makes sense. I'll try to do an attack. Hold on, I gotta reset. All right, yeah. I'll smack this dude. The Warhammer attack. Where is it? See if it hits. Oh, come on.
It's a really tight angle. It just
Seriously.
arms, limbs, and weapons just moving through the doorway.
And hits me back. I'll be upset. All right, then I'll move back here.
All right, this one breaks out its spear and it's like reaching over the cart to stab you. That is a 19 to hit.
Ooh, just breaks my armor class. Yeah, hits.
Okay, and I'll say this one was one-handed. I'd say in this moment he doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the time to do two-handed. Damn it! Why are they rolling low on damage? 3 piercing for you, good sir. Or no, 4 piercing. 4 piercing.
I'll take the 4 piercing. Alrighty. Bonus action, command Backbreaker to come over here.
I'm gonna pull up the thing too.
I mean, you can grab the rope anyways. If the rope falls down there, you can still grab it regardless. So.
True, yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think his movement is 40 actually. Holy crap. So that's he gets there with his regular movement. And then since I commanded him, I action dash to at least here. Yep, that'll be good. He can use his reaction to defend you guys now next turn. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Solomon.
So what would I need to do, can I shoot around Prior, or do I have to move within his square temporarily or something to? Oh my god, what is happening?
I'd say for this, I'd say you could shoot around him or jump on top of his shoulders and backflip off of him real quick.
I will do exactly that. You'll see him load up a particularly thick-looking crossbow bolt in here.
He says, well, it looks a little thorny in there. It'd be a shame if somebody moved you around.
And then I'm gonna climb on Prior, and I'm going to shoot the knoll right here.
Alright.
With my crossbow attack. When I hit with a weapon attack. Okay, so I have to hit with it first. $19 to hit.
19 hits.
I expend then a superiority die as per the instructions to use a pushing attack.
Nice.
Which forces he has to make a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet backwards.
Damn.
As your bolt unleashes, the chains surrounding you break and give way to your attack. You are no longer protected by Sanctuary.
Ah, right. Okay. Alright, good to know.
That is an 11 for the strength saving throw.
That is a failure. You needed a 13.
Beautiful. Will force movement proc the terrain?
Well, it doesn't say that you have to walk. It just says when a creature moves within the area. But he can only travel, if he's going straight backwards, he'd only move 10 feet.
That's still good damage. That's 8. That's 4d4. On top of your crossbow
I also
bolt.
shot. Yeah, I guess I should.
On top of your crossbow bolt damage. Let's get him.
So 7 piercing. And then, all the spikes and cactus that you just shoved him through. That is going to be another 10 piercing damage.
Dang.
So yeah, this guy just gets immediately shot, boom, and flung back through all the cactus, face slam on top of the pillar, and it's looking pretty bloodied. It's having a really bad time.
What is this guy? What is this symbol next to him?
He's the only one who's still restrained by the entangle.
Ah. Now, if can he be moved by force?
Yes, but you would have disadvantage in shooting him. I think, because he's not prone. Actually, I don't know.
Right. I think you got advantage, wouldn't you?
It would be with a melee attack, yeah, but ranged, I'm not sure.
So for restrained, all attack rolls have advantage, and creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. So yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah, I've gotta shoot that one. Another heavy crossbow bolt.
In the chamber.
Chuck.
Oh, so close. Roll your advantage.
Advantage.
Nice.
20 to hit.
That totally hits.
And I will expend another superiority die for an additional pushing attack.
And strength saving throw?
Yes, please. DC 13.
That's a 17.
Damn.
17 passes. Oh, I forgot. I add the superiority die to the damage of these rolls. So that would have gone additionally to the first guy.
Oh, well, he has 3 health left, so...
Nice!
Pinned straight to the pillar.
So the knoll hits the pillar and is like, I'm alive! And then just explodes. Yeah, just pinned to the pillar with a crossbow bolt and cactus.
And then let me read this to make sure. I think it still does the damage to the other one. When you hit with a weapon, you can add the total damage. Okay, yeah, so that's just a separate thing from the... So the one that I just shot and did not move also takes that additionally.
Okay. So...
This one.
That one. So it just takes 5? Or...
Did I roll the damage for shooting him with the crossbow?
You
I
haven't.
did not. So. Okay, sorry. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff, yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Alright, so
Okay.
it's 12 total.
Yeah, that one's looking pretty bloodied right now, but he's hanging on, he's just stuck in the cactus.
Alright.
Thanks for the lift, friend.
And I pat Pryor on his helmet, and I'll jump back into this corner.
Okay. They already had attack of opportunity, so they can't do it twice. Pryor, you are up.
If they wanted to push this in, would I have to brace against it as an action to prevent that from happening?
Yes, pretty much.
You see, as he jumps off my helmet, Pryor immediately braces against it, digs his feet into the cold, hard ground, and he just lunges his shoulders over, and he's just pushing it back, just making sure it can't get back in. And
Okay.
that's my action.
Alrighty. So you are barricading the door with a cart.
Yes.
Alright, next up, Persephone.
How ouchy does Solomon look?
He incredibly looks like nothing has actually happened to him.
You're welcome.
Is that just because he's so ratty in the first place, or?
Probably.
Well, I got those temporary HP from earlier.
All right.
You see him like pull some like random leather scrap pads that he's just stuffed it randomly in his clothes that happened to block the bow damage that he took earlier.
Sweet. All right, Persephone's going to drag one of her claws across a moldy spot on her shell, and then she's going to send it, thrust it forward, like she's doing like a palm attack, but from a distance. And she's going to be casting... Can I see anyone? Can't see anyone, can I?
I'm kind of lunged down, like I'm braced. You might be able to see over my head, but...
Well, I guess what I'm referring to is...
The only knoll you'd see is probably the one up on the pillar.
Can I see the one on the pillar?
Yes, and he's the one with doing the dodge action.
Ooh. Gonna be fun. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna send that palm thrust forward, whether or not it works and cast Chill Touch on it.
Okay.
And that's going to be at disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boom and boom.
Ooh,
Team.
nice.
Still hits.
Nice.
It's gonna be 9 necrotic damage. No, just 6 necrotic damage. I haven't turned
Oh
on
yeah,
my
because
thingy.
it rolled for both. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
the other thing it says is 4 damage or something.
I believe you have to.
Didn't trigger that. That's
Yeah.
my wild shape equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So is it just 6 or is it 9?
It's just the 6.
Okay, just the 6. Alrighty. So despite all odds, you find the one hiding up on the top, crouched behind the pillar, and you just sniper shot it with Chill Touch.
I'll
You
come
get
back
it-
now. You hear?
Just goes right across its face. Yeah, these guys are looking pretty mad, and you just see in the dark, you just see this face with these 2 highlighter blue eyes just stare right back at you, and just pure rage.
I do that wave where you just like stick your fingers forward and then you wiggle them and then give a smirk.
Good way.
Noise.
Oh dearie me, that was unladylike.
Alrighty. So up to the Knolls now. These guys are no longer restrained. That one's dead. This one, these 2 look at each other and the one nods. The one is actually going to jump up into the cart. As I move the cart. There we go. It's going to take some damage from all the pointy bits. There we go. Math. There we go. And this one's going to pull out its spear, and it's going to look at. It's going to look at. It's going to look at Sin actually. And the other one is going to use the help action on this, and it's going to try and just chuck its spear straight at Sin.
Backbreaker, block it.
Imposes disadvantage.
Okay, so now it's just a normal roll.
Yep.
There we go. Bing! That one is going to be for the spear. That is a 14.
That does not hit.
Okay, so to Gillig and Backbreaker's quick thinking, the spear is throwing at you, but it goes up and knocks it out of the way and scatters across the stone floor. Yeah, these guys are like, they're kind of stuck. And yeah, they can't go through, or else they're just gonna die every step of the way, aren't they? Yeah, this is looking pretty bad for them. So yeah, that was what they could do.
All right.
We've learned, Tim.
And then
you see an adult black dragon.
yeah, you were fine. Sure, do it. This one got a 13, or not a 13, a 14 to break out of its restraint.
Against the
Yes?
sand.
Oh yeah, 12 against 12. Yeah.
Okay. So this one, so this one breaks out. This one is a little smidgen to move. 'Cause it's,
Yo, bitch.
damn, because it's looking pretty bad already. It's just going to pull out its longbow and shoot at Pryor.
How can it? It used its action to get out of the restraint.
You know what? Good point. Good point, Smug. I guess I'll just roll over and die.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so this one is going to look at Persephone in the back, and it's going to take a shot with its longbow. The longbow... actually really good. That is a 14 to hit.
Persephone?
Yeah. Persephone? Dylan?
Turtle mama?
Sorry. What was
Off in her shell.
Does a 14 hit you?
that? Great question. No, it doesn't.
No? Okay. Okay, so at this point, the knoll up here takes a shot at you, and it's like, this is not looking good. It's going to round the pillar on the other side, and it's going to hop down. So it's going to just take full cover behind the pillar from you guys.
Have fun moving.
No, sorry. It's still on the pillar. I think I said hop down. Like it got lower. I'm sorry. I was not expecting this much carnage today. But I'm so proud.
But the enemies in front of us, we're gonna eat them up.
Yeah. All right, Sin, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna move 5 feet diagonally. I'm gonna shoot at the one that's on the cart.
Okay. You may.
14 to hit.
14 misses.
Damn.
Man.
All right.
These guys are sturdy.
Spell slots, and the spells I do have don't really do much. Let's move back.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Gillig, you are up.
Let's give them a cross attack.
Gillig will use his action to attack with the Warhammer, and his bonus action to command Backbreaker to attack.
Okay.
Scraps.
19 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Then 23.
23 also hits.
Oh, also I'm using it one-headed, so 5 damage.
So just 5 damage. Gotcha.
Yep. And 8 points of force damage.
Damn. So yeah, this guy on the cart got up here like, this is gonna be the best idea ever. Tries the spear, misses. This is the worst idea ever.
Shit, hold the line. That's it, my turn.
All right.
Hold the line.
Solomon, you're up.
I'll take care of this one.
I also step over into the middle, and I'm gonna crossbow.
Friar readies his helmet so you don't hurt when you jump on ice.
If he hurt, yeah, it's fine.
1. 12 for the first one.
12 does not hit.
He maybe trying a little too hard to not shoot Pryor in the back of the head. little shaky. And then I'll bonus action shoot again.
Okay.
Try harder.
This time for sure.
19 hits.
Sick.
I'll expend a superiority die.
Yes.
Pushing attack again.
I'll need a strength saving throw, please.
Are you just trying to kebab the knolls on the pillar?
Yeah, well, I wanna shoot him through all the cactus stuff. It's kind of fun. And I'll roll my damage, which is that plus one of these.
It only had 4 health left. And that's 15 feet, yes?
15 feet, if yeah.
I don't think
I guess it would fail if it dies. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you die, you tend to fail. And with all of that, 6 takes an extra 12 piercing damage for all the cactus as it.
This is awesome.
It's like a weird totem pole.
God damn, Darkest Dungeon has changed me, dude.
Yeah, this is messed up. This is great.
That will be my turn.
All right, top of the round, Prior.
I'll move back, and then that's my turn.
Now, the smart tactical decision would be to continue doing what we're doing. But DM, would it be possible? How heavy is this cart, and how many rocks are in here? If I were to just to the left and just hand grenade this guy right here with a bunch of holy spiked rocks.
You got one.
Spiked.
Grenade out.
Entangle out. Spike growth. Rock. I'd say this card doesn't have too many rocks in it. It's a little heavy, but for you, you're holy paladin-ness, you can handle this.
He's
I think this will
empowered by the
work.
god.
So you see me going like sumo deadlift mode as I'm holding both these handles, and the Lord Light gives me strength, and I'm going to just, with all my energy, rip it over and just try to pelt this guy with rocks that are imbued with celestial, ethereal energy.
Okay, so you bank it in the room.
Yeah, try to
Tokyo Drift style.
Oh no, I wanted to just take the right hand side and just bury all the contents onto this guy.
Just pin him to the wall.
Yeah, and it's glowing with smite energy. So,
okay, so I'll say maybe you've even smited the cart as well as you shove into it. I'll say just make another general strength check.
Please. Okay. Much better.
That does it.
All right, that's 2d8 from the smite. So
Nice.
nine whatever damage. Whatever you would rationalize a cart being hit at a roll.
I'd say because this is kind of
2d4
improv.
bludgeoning.
2d4 bludgeoning. I could
I don't
say.
Up to you.
I could say this is I'd say given this, I'd say at least 2d6.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's 3,
Going off the top of my head.
7. Oh yeah, so that's 16 total damage.
Okay. The
From the
cart. Yeah, so this thing's looking pretty bad as your holy and it amazes everybody as your holy energy seeps through the cart and you shove straight into the wall. And even some of the rocky wall impacts inward. You actually make a mini crater in the wall as you, with divine energy, shove the knoll into the wall with a cart.
Today we have all seen a knoll smited with a minecart.
Holy shit! I gotta get me some of that divine energy.
And he nods his helmet, and now the minecart would not have thorny damage on it if I were to jump on it, right?
Not on the cart, no. But I will say, if to shove it in, you probably had to take a step into the room. So
Okay, so
you
I'm right
probably,
here.
yep. So you
Fair.
snare, yeah. So, what check is it again? Is it a strength check? Sorry,
Oh, right, the sand.
ADHD is kicking in.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, strength
It's
save.
like a 12, I think.
Oh man, I'm rolling low.
I'd say with the cart because it's too cool. You did it in one quick motion. The cart did.
Thumbs up.
Let me think. Sorry. So for entangle, yeah, you don't meet Sin's. So you don't meet Sin's saving throw DC. So you are now restrained as you walk into the room.
No,
Oh, what?
It's only when it's first casted.
Oh, only when it's first. Sorry.
Oh,
My
okay.
bad.
Cool.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's just difficult terrain for everybody else.
Okay, so you just walk in the room and you step on cactus.
Oh yeah, I'm just jumping on the minecart.
The Lord of Light protects me.
And I'm going to literally just stand on the minecart.
Okay.
That's it.
So you take 6 piercing damage from all the spikes.
Reduce to 3.
There
Reduce
you
to
go.
3.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hot damn. What a madman. Oh wait, did you walk another 5 feet into the room?
No, on the cart.
Oh, on the cart. Gotcha. Let me put you on. I'll put you above the cart. There we go. Thank you. What is this? I do this for a living. Persephone, you're up.
Taking a step 2 spots to the west, and then she's gonna repeat her chill touch attack to the knoll that she can see that's to the south.
Okay.
Her fine-plated friend. Miss.
That one's a mess, yeah, unfortunately.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Me?
Alrighty. Next up are the gnolls. These guys are looking, yeah. So this one up here, and I just looked it up. It's gonna go back to its original hiding spot. It's going. You see, as this one climbs up the pillar for a bit, and then just leap off the pillar into this pit. I'm gonna make a dex check to see how far it goes.
Ooh.
Natural 20!
Oh.
Dang.
Swoosh.
So this one looks back at its Knoll brethren and does the deuces and just leaps through the spider web. And you don't know how deep this hole is. It's gonna take some measure of fall damage, but it just falls through the spider web and tumbles down the hole into wherever it leads to.
That'd be pretty great.
Huh. Interesting.
Let me roll the.
Try to escape it and end up killing itself.
We should definitely throw Solomon down there. I'm just saying.
I rolled the fall damage, so I do know the answer to this. Let me actually see this real quick. Okay. So these two are just gonna ground pound on Pryor because that's what they got left. I just saw the Olympic swimmer. All right, so this one's gonna bring out its spear.
It's good.
It's good. It's gonna attack Pryor with a 12.
Misses. Our armor's too strong.
And the other one's just gonna ditch its bow and just try to bite you straight up. That one's going to be a 12.
As he shrugs off all the damage.
Okay. Yeah, you just have two gnolls on top of you just trying to go to town. Doing their best. Sin, you were up.
Alright. I'm gonna follow suit. I wanna try jumping onto this crate as well.
Alright. Do you take damage from your own entangle spell?
That's Persephone.
It doesn't cause any damage.
Or sorry, from the spike growth.
Well, I should probably do. Right?
Yeah, unless you
Unless you jumped straight to the cart, you could jump it with like an athletics check.
Plan.
You know what? I'd say it's easy enough because Pryor pushed it in the room. Yeah. So I'd say, yeah, I won't make you do an athletics check for this one.
All right, cool. I'm gonna jump up there. I'm gonna pull out my scimitars, and I'm gonna cut into this fucking guy in the corner.
Please
All
hit.
right.
All right. First one.
Oh.
That one.
Chops
Second
off
one.
Pryor's head.
It's 18.
Second one does hit.
And not only with that, but coming off the blade are like a trail of my sand, and it's going to deal an extra 1d6 on top of the damage. So that is 8 plus. That's 10 damage.
Gather Swarm. So 10. So you, with an effective spell, it was hard getting purchased with the arrow, so you just decided to make this up close and personal. This guy is looking on its last leg, and with every ounce of emotion you got inside you, you slaughter it on the spot.
Fantastic. I look at him with disdain in my eyes, and I end my... Wait, is this like a flat surface back here?
For the most part, other than some rock and rubble, it's a mostly flat surface.
I'm just gonna stay on the cart. It's Rand.
Okay. Gillig.
I am gonna peek around the corner, see what's going on here, mark my target, this boy, shout, "Come here!" and cast Lightning Lure.
Heck yeah.
He must make a strength saving throw, which he'll likely make. But if he doesn't, he'll get pulled.
That's going to be a 13.
My DC is 12, sadly.
Okay.
So these chains wrap up around him and break as he breaks through them. Action. Bonus action, yeah.
Backbreaker, help him out.
And Backbreaker will move here. Let's see. Here. Probably taking what? 44 points?
Yeah, 44. So that's
All right.
going to be Lucky. Only 8 piercing.
All right, that's fine. So I can.
I will buff that out. And he will
attack.
Alrighty.
An 11.
11. The floor is yours.
It hits?
It hits.
Oh
wait. Oh,
no.
11 to hit?
There's no way 11 hits.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, no.
Okay,
I thought that was the damage.
Yeah, the damage would have been crazy. But that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Sorry. Solomon.
I'll try to see what's going on over here. If I move like here, can I see the thing?
I'd say just barely.
Maybe
It's a
like
lot.
under the goat's legs.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
this
sure.
is a lot.
It's a little bit of a Death Star run pass, but yeah, you can see him.
We'll give it a shot. Well, this is kind of all I've got, so can I fire the crossbow?
Yeah.
It's
17.
Damn.
8 piercing. You get it right in the nose. It's still hanging on, but barely.
Well, we'll try for another bonus action. 19 to hit.
19 hits. Okay, now the floor is yours.
6 damage. We're gonna go with the theme here, and we're just gonna skewer him straight to the wall. 2 bolts in each shoulder or something.
Alrighty, as this thing, in its brief moment of being finally free from the restrained, and swings once at Pryor and misses just in each wrist, and just gets pinned to the wall, gurgling out just blood and screams as you put it down, and it is deceased.
You see immediately after, there's like blood coming from this creature, and it's like spraying on Pryor's helmet, but he gets out his rope, and he takes a cart, and he tries to connect it to old backbreaker over here.
What are you doing?
This will be a chariot of light. You see?
And
I'm
gonna try to make a chariot for Solomon.
Let me
All
try
the
to make
sand
some
that was
repairs
laid out on
first.
all the sand that was laid out on the floor just comes right back to me.
Nice.
They deactivate.
Hey, Persephone, you can do something about all this?
Certainly. And she does. All of the cacti just wither away until they're just, tiny little pins and needles on the ground.
Man, that was efficient. Shit.
The Lord of Light has guided our strategy.
And he holds his sword up to the ceiling as he's tying a rope around your goat creature.
And as I get down and as he says that, I just kind of look at him, just like, your god did nothing to help me. And I walk away.
Now he just kind of looks at you, and looks at the wagon,
Well,
looks
you're
at you,
definitely
and
not
just
getting
keeps...
that hug.
Yeah. Am I able to create a robot goat chariot, DM?
With time and money, yes.
Problem is, I don't think he's gonna be able to navigate this place with the chariot tied up, but maybe we can try it after we leave.
Yeah. You probably think that you could probably make a mini chariot, but he probably can't carry too much, depending on what you're trying to... Like, you can probably bring the cart around, but, not too heavy of a load.
I'm gonna just tie it on him, see how he reacts, and...
Solomon, take your steed. Take your throne.
And, slaps the chariot. It's, like, covered in blood and, like, kind of sand, and it just looks like complete shit.
There's a dead knoll hanging off the side of it.
Dissected knoll. It's like just...
Are you sure about this?
It is perfectly safe. The Lord of Light protects you, Solomon. You are his child.
In the meantime, while you're like repairing itself, there's just mechanical whirs and hums coming from the goat as it's slowly patching itself up.
Oh yeah.
I can't
thinking
stand
goat
exactly where the card is, but
You said words and noises, and all I could think of is the dial-up modem.
It's a very noisy repair process.
You know, I thought I was gonna die alone out there, so thanks for coming to help me, everyone.
Hey, just kind of like shout harder next time.
Right, I mean, I shouted when I got shot multiple times.
It just kind of sounded like your regular grunts that you do, I didn't understand that there was danger until after I heard cackling.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like your regular voice, when you cry out in pain.
Well, look, I'm always in pain, so...
Oh. Not much I can do about emotional damage, bud. Sorry.
That mold hug earlier, it did a little something, I feel.
Does you look hurt?
Have we got around to mold hugs?
Solomon doesn't look injured, right? He looks pretty good.
He looks just about fine. Yeah.
He's gonna pat your shoulder, and you feel this divine essence absorb into your body. It feels warmth, and he's just gonna heal you 3 points.
Lord of Light protected you back there. I'm proud of you, Solomon.
Yeah, right. That was pretty cool with the holy
shield.
rocks.
And
that you
the rocks
did.
too. Yes, the rocks too.
I liked that.
Anyways, Sid and I found some sort of treasures in this next room. Watch out, it's stalactites or some sort of creatures in there, so careful where you walk. We're just gonna go back to getting those, right, Sid? There he goes. He gets it.
Prior anxiously awaits you to guide your chair.
As Sin steps in a previous spot, the piercer falls down. As it had time to finally get back to its previous location. But it's not that smart. Just a 10 to hit you. Misses, I bet.
That misses.
So this pathetic... yeah.
As it comes down, the sand curls up and slaps it.
This sad, pathetic slug creature just slithers back away. God, move it, and just does its thing and goes back towards the wall and takes its time with 5 feet movement speed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Hand and get that rope. Pull it back up.
Yeah.
All right.
We're just looting.
All right. So I'll say, I'll give you guys the full specs later, but basically you guys spend your time just slowly scooping up all of the gold and this little ruby gemmed monkey statue at the bottom. You're not sure exactly how much it's worth, but it's probably worth something big.
Is it Wukong?
How much gold did we end up collecting?
From this pile, approximately 400.
Oh yeah.
Well, you take 200. I'll take 200.
Well, hold on.
You got it.
I'm just saying, just to hold on to.
Literally, none of you guys moved into this room when I mentioned treasure. So.
Fire's actually gonna walk down to this cobweb real fast and stick his torch in. Can you see anything in this hole?
Good question. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or, yeah, make a perception.
Yeah, let me do that real fast. It'll roll very high. Fitting, because my eyelids don't exist, so...
Yeah, the night is dark and full of terror. That's all you know. You didn't realize, but in the process of your battle, your helmet was put on backwards.
Ah, shit. You really wouldn't notice.
Solomon, would you care to go spelunking for the Lord of Light?
He points down to the hole.
Not particularly.
It would give you props in the afterlife if you bestowed your bravery upon this hole right here.
I get afterlife bonuses for crawling in a hole, really. Is that what they teach you?
Look, I flunked Priory School, that's why I'm here. But it goes something like that. You should just get in the hole, Solomon.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
God of gaslighting. Oh shit, that's funny.
I mean, like, how far down does it go?
I have no idea.
As he puts his helmet back on forward.
Like, I'll look down the hole to see if I can see a bottom. I do have dark vision.
Okay. From what you can tell with dark vision, you do look deep into the hole, and you do see a couple ledges, and you do see a smear of blood and also some blue fur. No null body at all, but null body.
Nice.
But, I'm sorry. I saw a pun, I had to do it. As far as looking down deeper into it, you're not sure how deep it goes because the cavern interweaves back and forth. It seems to be some sort of skin-tight tunnel, but you can assume this goes down pretty far.
Yeah, I'm not going down there.
Pryor disappointedly looks down and picks you up by his hood and just walks his way.
I'll say one more thing, Solomon. Make a perception check.
Perception check. Okay. I get snatched.
You see a clown.
Dragged into the desk.
You listen into the breath of the hole, and you swear you hear deep breathing, but it doesn't sound close. You hear something deep within the hole, but you're not sure exactly what it is.
Is the breathing like does it sound like it's from a normal sized creature?
It does sound hot and heavy. That's all you can really pick off of it. It's Orcus.
Do we have anything like that we could set on fire and just throw down there?
He looks at his torch.
Is this tar flammable?
Talking about a torch.
In the distance, where you're like looking around wherever killing is.
We need, let's stop the star. It's a great observation.
And he's gonna run to the tar pit.
I think
With
something's
wagon.
alive in the thing. Maybe.
Is this tar flammable, DM?
It's
tar. It's tar. Would you have
I
something
said we
to
fill this wagon with tar and light it on fire.
Well, once it burns a little from the
By
top.
any demons in this hole, Simon.
Are you filling the tar into the cart now?
Yeah, I'm taking the cart. I'm just globbing hands of tar
Okay.
inside here. I'm taking off my helmet briefly, scooping it up with tar. You see that? No, actually, he doesn't take off his helmet.
This
That's
is how you
Lord.
got impregnated by a horse, Wanya.
Yeah, this is exactly how it is.
That's what I thought with those bodies earlier. It's like,
And then he's gonna take his torch to the tar and just slowly light it on fire.
In the cart or the actual body of it?
In the cart, the tar that's in the cart.
we should
Okay.
light the body on fire so that it burns and then the tar falls through. It's like one flaming glob of. Or that also. That's...
He lights it on fire.
anything to
Okay.
please the god of light?
This massive fire and explosion and just noxious fumes just come from the cart. It is exhausting to smell.
I assume other people might be smelling this as I throw out the
Lord of Light will cleanse these and
and he's gonna start pushing the cart towards the actual hole.
And there's the problem with these religious folk.
Okay. And are you just kicking the cart down the hole?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you just move the cart and dump this flammable tar down this hole and just starts. You see this river of fire move down this unknown hole into who knows?
I would like to listen for activity.
You just hear screaming. Just, ah! No.
Oh fuck!
You wait a little bit. You don't hear anything change, but you just hear the bubbling of the tar and the fire slowly move its way down. But yeah, you've got flammable tar moving down the hole.
Well, it'll be hard to get back up at least.
the Lord of Light has surely brought us victory today.
As he slaps the wagon again and starts.
As shenanigans are going on with Briar and Solomon,
Back to the
and
puzzles.
Sin and Gillig collect their fair share of treasure they found. Persephone, what would you like to do in the room you're in?
I want to do an investigative sweep overall to make sure we're not missing something, and then specifically for the rubble as well.
All right, so you're just checking the room, like every inch and nook and cranny.
As much as possible. I kind of want to start with the blood, because didn't really turn over the stones in a
All
way.
right. Make an investigation check, please.
Please don't suck. Okay, it doesn't suck.
All right. So you take your time and you go through the room and you do another pass through. You check the carts. You check for any levers or anything. Nothing really stands out at first. You admire the mummification area again. But as you look at the blood and you clear the rubble a little bit, you notice that the blood leads towards the wall and then just cuts off abruptly. And you get an idea. You start looking at the wall and start feeling some of the rocks and start moving your hands around. And you notice one of the bricks in the wall is slightly out of place. And you push it, nothing happens. You try turning it, and then it moves, and the wall in front of you begins shaking and moving across from side to side. And you have found a secret room in the back.
Is this the first secret door we've ever opened?
This is the first secret door that you guys have found.
I know you've put them in. You got mad at us because we never, we're just all idiots. So we just run by them.
Suddenly you smell chicken. What does that mean?
What do I see inside the room? I'm assuming that the walls and everything are shaking enough that people will have felt/heard it.
If they don't hear the walls, they would probably hear you like, I found something! But yes, there is a bit of a rumble throughout the room that others nearby would feel. I'll just simply show you the room, but you see a larger amount of blood. And you notice that it isn't just one trail. There seem to be multiple trails overlapping each other. You notice that there is a massive hole, a tunnel that leads straight down. And you notice a series of ropes that are off to the side, and made ropes and chain that have been fastened and hardened down to the ground. You also notice a wooden door at the top leading to what appears to be another room.
Before they hear anything else, there's just gonna be mad cackling coming from this chamber. Can I get... no, can I get y'all in here, please? She goes way not Southern Belle. She gets really, really...
Or hyenas?
Well, stick me with a trout car and call me wet. We have a secret passage here.
Stick you with
Come
a
on,
rat.
y'all!
Wait, what was that?
It's
Sid,
very obviously a giant hole.
You want to check that out first before we go over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. So you guys are heading towards that the treasure on the table
Yeah,
over there?
probably getting like swatted by like one or two leeches in the meantime, but like it should be fine.
Yeah, there's like one or two that fall down, but they just it's sort of just an annoyance. You just slap them to the
Can
side.
I just kind of like walk around this pillar like that? There you go.
Yeah, Sin, you have one fall down, and without looking, you just slap it, and it just into the pit and just on all the spikes.
I was kind of hoping these gnolls would have came into this room because with my swarm, if I hit somebody, I can move them 15 feet. That would've
Yeah.
down there.
Oh yeah,
that would have been cool.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah. But okay, I'll do these at the same time. So for everyone in the room with Persephone, Prior, and Solomon, yeah, you just see this large cavern, and there's actually this cyan cobalt blue illumination coming from it and filling up the room. And as you stare down, it is this this hole, this tunnel that easily goes past 100 feet. And you see, and It's not a straight shot all the way. It kind of inclines slightly to the side and then goes straight again. But you notice these chains and ropes just dangling, for the most part, down the entire length. The walls of the tunnel have this bluish azure crystal vibe to it, and it seems like whatever light is down there is bouncing off all the crystals and illuminating everything.
You see my...
No, you go.
Oh, you just see before you cut the scene or anything, you see my helmet immediately look towards Solomon and look towards the hole. Look towards you, Solomon.
Well, you know, could you imagine if I had gone down that other hole by myself?
This one is filled with lights, Solomon. Look at its beauty. Look at its grace.
The light, huh? It's shiny in there.
Just, very, very good. Just jump right in there, Solomon.
Well, there's more than one rope.
Oh, yeah, there is, isn't there?
Oh, I'm gonna buckle myself into the rope.
Or maybe we wait. Maybe.
As you guys are contemplating what to do, Sin and Gillig, you are in this room. And you notice on this table, there is a series of loose gems of sapphires and rubies sort of scattered on the table. And in the very center, you see kind of like an Easter Island head. It's another stone statue, this one about the size of a small lava lamp. And you notice with this one, it doesn't have any gems or anything encrusted in it, but you notice that there are all these runic lines and symbols that streak down from its eyes like tears, and they wrap and curve around the cheeks all the way down to the bottom of the neck, and the lines are made of pure gold. You also notice that just there's more gold. There's gold things over it. That's all I was gonna say.
Looking at the rune writing, can either of us decipher it, or can I decipher it?
You can make a religion check, sure.
I wanted to see if it was
God.
similar to the writing on the statue at the very least. Can I make a check for that?
I'd say if you want, you can help Sin on this, or you can make one of your own.
I aid. Roll again.
21's pretty damn good, though. So yeah, as far as what you can see with the runes, you are not sure what language this is, and you cannot read it. But as far as what you can tell, number one, from what Gillig says and from what you remember seeing briefly, yes, the runes here, stylistically and pattern-wise, have the same are the same as the one in the statue in the other room. As far as from what you can tell, you're not entirely sure exactly what the word is, but from the style of how it rings around the statue in the middle, you could believe that this was almost put here as some, like, belief that this would protect whatever's inside of it.
I open it.
Wait. Well, it's just a statue in the circle of runes. Are you taking it off of it, or...?
No. You said that it would protect whatever's inside of it.
Yeah, like it's a ring of runes, and like whatever's like sitting or placed within the circle. Like it's not like a box or a container. It's just a circle of runes inscribed on the table.
Gotcha.
Sorry if I didn't make that clear.
It's believed that the circle would protect the statue in the middle.
That's what you can concur based off religious understandings of like old archaic beliefs.
Gotcha. I knock it over.
Okay. So you just move the statue off, and it breaks the seal of the circle, and no magic emanates from it, but as soon as the statue, even just part of it, leaves the circle, you notice a plate sink down into the table.
Oh shit.
And from somewhere else in the room, you hear more stone shuffle and move, and more stone shuffle and move, and more stone shuffle and move.
What the hell?
I look up at Gillig. I'm hoping he's doing the same. And at like the same time, I'm hoping we like snatch and grab and run.
Go. Go. Get
Or at
the
least
stuff
I
and go.
do.
Get the stuff and go.
I grab as many as I can, maybe
Okay.
5.
Okay, so as you guys quickly grab things and you hear the stone moving, as you get finished grabbing, very, very faintly and echoing through the room, you hear skittering. And that's where we'll end the session for today.
Oh man. Oh no. I got to write down how much treasure's in there. Is the statue head with is the Easter egg head broken or still fine since it got knocked over?
It seems it seems pretty sturdy. It seems like it's still in good condition.
All right, we're grabbing that too.
Mm-hmm. So you guys have two treasures, a crap ton of gold, and I didn't calculate the how many gems would be there, so I'll make sure to get that to you.
Yeah, that's that. I was gonna ask that for next session.
So as a player, like he probably wouldn't know this, but does this look like the same gyms that were in one of the first sessions we did with Jules and Spanky when we were?
Oh, the glowstone.
Yeah.
So it seems like technically no. These seem more they seem kind of more like quartz, more of like a transparent quartz. But you want to be surprised that there might be glowstone in here, and that is just simply reflecting and refracting through all these other quartz crystals.
Interesting.
All right.
That was a fun session.
That was great.
Yeah, that was.
Alrighty.
We went full strategic on that one.
Thank you so much for the game, Tim. Thank you guys for playing.
Totally.
I wish I could have been here.
Glad you got to listen at least.
Yo, did I hear someone whisper something in the back?
Not done. Nothing, dude. Nothing, dude.
What? Does you guys hear that? Something.
Must be the skittering. Must be the skittering.
I don't
you know?
hear anything.
We should level up. Let's go level to level 5.
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
That's Tim's voice. That's Tim's voice, right?
It has to be. I don't know who
Has
else
to
would
be.
whisper.
Yeah.
something seriously.
It's that cough. It's that cough that.
Level 5. Level 5.
Yeah, it must be that voice in the hole, you know? It's.
Well, we'll probably get one more session, you know? We got one more session.
Before we die.
All right.
So, I do have to share something with you.
Okay.
For those of you who can watch part of the
What
video.
is that noise that keeps happening?
Probably
Does anyone else hear that?
Background?
Is it from? It sounds like I don't know, something springy being hit.
It could be like a mic or something.
This?
Yeah, that's it.
This?
Yeah, well, I think so. It's kind of like that.
Yeah!
No, that's me.
Okay.
Is it a gong?
Yes. No. It's an arm. It's an arm thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
for a microphone.
Gotcha.
Ah, gotcha. That was like a prosthetic arm.
I thought
I
it was
got
like,
some of those too.
I thought it was like every time Sin goes into combat, he rings a gong.
Now, that would be flavor.
so your fight today reminded me of this, and I had to share.
Oh, I need that hat in the far right.
Merylwyn's meat grinder.
Merylwyn's meat grinder.
Wait, what are we looking at?
I'm not sure.
It's on live on Brandon's.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Does it break Twitch TOS to show this?
Probably
Well, I'm
not.
not showing it.
don't know.
We're hearing the audio, so it's
Oh.
fine.
I mean, there's no copyright music or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Is it a video? Oh, it's a video. I see.
Slick grease covers the ground with temp.
Conditions.
I'm gonna close the stream out while y'all watch this. We'll be back.
All right.
Alrighty, folks. Yeah, no DMCA here today. We're gonna end the stream. I hope you had a good time. Flair, if you were listening, if you had a good time. If anybody else was watching, I hope you had a good time with today's session. Today was pretty dang great. We did a round of combat, thoroughly wiped out a group of enemies that could have easily gotten the upper hand on us, honestly. But we managed to do that. We found some good treasure. We found some secret doorways and entering into this temple. And we're gonna see just what it is that we activated once we grabbed even more treasure over here. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna head out, however. So I'm gonna see if I can raid somebody. If you want to get to watch somebody else, maybe. I don't think I really have anybody at the moment. So I'm gonna head out for tonight. I'm gonna go eat and have a good night. So Flair, thank you for watching. Everybody else, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow the Discord and Twitter for more notifications on when we go live next and what game we're playing. Tomorrow on Monday, we'll keep doing more Darkest Dungeon. Tuesday will be a bit of a busy day, so I'll see when I want to play then. But I'll catch you guys till next time. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy.